Hello.
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 What has happened to my overlay?
It's Bork.
Something's gone wrong. Something ain't right here.
You have 4 copies of the...
I know.
That's a different approach from what I did. Last campaign, I mean.
1 second here. Thankfully, this is theoretically a quick fix.
Well, Blix went to get water anyway, so...
I'm here.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
What the heck happened?
The heck happened?
Did the structure that the API gives you change, so your CSS no longer applies or something?
I don't know. But the CSS is not applying.
I think I had that happen once. And then I had to go through and update stuff.
It is sort of successfully telling when people are talking, just not functioning.
Yeah, that's just the default behavior.
Hello, and welcome to Aether Pilgrims, the Technical Difficulties Podcast.
Yeah.
Well, for the time being, I'll just disable.
I mean, if we showed up ahead of time, we could have saw that's what happened and fixed it ahead of time, but don't.
I actually don't think so, because I don't know how to fix this. But I'll figure it out at some point later. Either way, the chat bar at the bottom is missing. Let's do introduction.
Sure. Hello, I'm Hats. I play Dougal, the wizard, who you may have figured out by now has no self-confidence. Dougal is not very happy about the fact that we've been attacked by shadow demons. But there's a lot of things that Dougal isn't happy about. So that's just one more thing on the list. But no, there isn't a but. Dougal is not very happy right now, but they've come through things. Tossing it over to Jazz.
Hey, I'm Jazz. I am playing Gruul, the rogue druid multi-class. Gruul is also confused as to why we're being attacked by shadow things and how they're connected. I will pass it on to Blix.
I'm Blix. I'm playing Zephyr, the Air Genasi Tempest Domain Cleric, an old former hermit of 50 years, and it's pretty impressed by the gust of wind he just threw down an alleyway. And I pass it on to Matt.
Hi, I'm playing Oven, Minotaur Rune Knight, who has stolen all of Dougal's confidence and is brimming with overconfidence, in fact. And he was actually pleasantly surprised that the shadows were way easier than he thought they were going to be. And now he's actually super excited to maybe fight these prefects that were supposedly scary and powerful. And then there's Pog.
Hello, I play everyone else. I'll start a recap in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Luskalians, welcome back to Hinklia. The town of Larrington is split into two halves, Upper and Lower Crest. The city entirely devoted to a wicked meritocratic school designed to teach mages how to be unscrupulous and resourceful. We originally went there to find a missing bargeway prince, a type of crab. The torchbearers quickly found a greater conspiracy. After an initial day of investigations, they encountered a friendly face, Arihan Benyon of Mistfell, who was also investigating Larrington. They quickly came to a solid hypothesis. The Upper Crest is hiding something, and the people going into there are coming out as strange, silent, and personality-devoid creatures that act as the prefects for the school. While the torchbearers tried to acclimate themselves to their strange rules, they also encountered a strange social standing. The best students at the Lower Crest were monopolizing the higher ranks under the name of the group called the A1 Mafia. There were even rumors of a dangerous golem being created to cause carnage as a way of appealing to the meritocratic ruling in the Upper Crest. The torchbearers acted quickly, dispatching the golem. There they met with the leader of the A1 Mafia, and after a tense meeting, they refused to sell out Arihan. And shortly after, the Rothschild Tavern the torchbearers rested at was attacked by a group of shadow demons. Eggle and Zephyr used a combination of magic to keep the horde at bay, while Ovid and Gruul cut a path to the leader of the shadow demons, with Zephyr dealing the final blow with his magic. As he continued on into the alley, he saw prefects staring him right in the face.
We
All
actually
right.
did the introductions in the correct order this time, actually. As shown on screen.
That's
For the
wonderful.
first time.
I'm bit.
We'll have to make sure to do it in the wrong order next week.
There's an image that was working now. There's
Yeah, I'm working on it. It's getting there.
You're fixing it.
It's a partial process here, which I'll do in the interim. Whenever I have downtime, I suppose. But in the meantime, I can now move the camera in theory. So
In
let's
theory.
see if I can. Oh my god, I can do it. All right. Are they in range? They're actually, yeah, they're in range.
I do not see anything. You said Zephyr saw?
That's correct. I'm just making sure that we have vision and everything is
Okay.
visible here.
Okay.
Hang on. Then I just have to change this here. Isn't it wonderful when things function correctly?
It's pretty great.
It is nice when things actually work.
Let's try one more thing. Oh my god. And they should appear now. Yes!
I see him to the north.
There we go.
Behind. Oh, you did mention that they were behind there last week. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
correct. And so, actually, let me go ahead and get them in this initiative order, just in case.
Just in case.
Zephyr, you see these three are staring at you. They all have these canes out. What would you do?
They have canes out?
Yes, they are holding canes out and they're watching you.
I don't. You think we could probably drop Gust of Wind. Right? Because we're going to run away from here,
You
right?
do not have an action. You used your action to Guiding Bolt.
Okay, so I just had my movement and bonus action, which I have none of.
You
That's
use
right.
some of your movement at least because you moved to the door.
Oh, I wonder if that saved it. Nope.
Probably not, because the
Yeah.
server restarted.
Can you imagine if it did? Oh my god.
I'll move 10 feet down. I'll assume I had at least 10 feet of movement, because I know I took some.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I just saw it. Oh no, that's someone else doing it at the same.
No, wait, select it again?
Oh no,
No, it's
yeah,
not.
it
That's
is.
not someone else. Yeah.
Okay.
It
So
does
that
look like your
works.
movement, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so I did have 10 feet left. Oh, no, I have 20 feet left. Yeah. Yeah, I'll run down. There we go, and then I'll end my turn. There we go.
Dougal. There you go, this frames everyone nicely.
Do they not do anything?
They're just standing there.
Menacingly.
On the far side of a burning cart. I think we should probably go.
Aren't you going the wrong way? Shouldn't you go north?
Can't. There's a cart blocking it, and there are prefects up north.
And I guess I'll use my other action to dash. And that's my turn. Hopefully things don't get worse.
This map is very long.
It's actually one entire Larrington city block. I'll show you where it is on the map.
Oh.
Once... Sorry,
We
if
don't
you
have-
survive.
Oh.
Duh.
You see they slowly begin to walk forward. They're clearly not moving at their full speed.
Cruel.
Oh, okay, cool. I don't see the circle that I normally see. My bad, didn't realize. I can't block for my teammates, right? They can freely go through me.
Um,
Like Oven can just walk through my square if
yes,
he wants
your
to go
allies can
inside.
walk through you.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Enemies can
That-
also walk through you, but at disadvantage.
Right, they have to make a check or whatever, right? Yeah. Or a movement is. Yeah, I was undone.
We allow our allies to walk past.
Yeah, correct.
Yep.
Who is Bowser? Why do I have Zephyr Bowser?
Oh, there you go. Now there's a circle. It's weird. I didn't see a circle before. Bro's going.
Alright, let's step out here. Take a look at the situation. We don't actually know what's south around the corner yet, huh?
You can see over the burning cart very easily here.
There's doors.
That's correct. Would you like to open one? You can do so
Hmm.
as you see fit.
Oh, I didn't notice there were doors here.
Is it unlocked?
They are unlocked. These are just doors to like sort of side alleys. So move up just a little bit, just a little bit.
I still can't see into it.
What the hell?
I see a little sliver.
Yeah.
The wall's trolling. The walls are kind of trolling.
The walls
I wanna
glazing me.
Oh, yeah, that's weird. Oh, that's weird. I moved. And then when I press Control Z, I still have like a. Is that supposed to happen? Like it remains what I have seen?
Yeah, it's fog of war, basically. It's
Okay.
not up to
All right.
date.
Into the darkness. I can't see
I
anything.
don't see.
in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see much. I see a very little sliver.
Yes, so these are side alleys that exist within the overall city map of Larrington. Essentially, like, this is like you duck into a back alley to escape here. At the time being, many of these doors are closed as they are just sort of like fenced. They're not really in any way, and it's very easy to open them and just get through. Although you are quite large.
Hey, prefects, are you on? Come to help us?
The prefects say nothing and just merely stare at you.
Can you like wave your hands if yes?
Go ahead and give me a either persuasion or intimidation, depending on how you intend this to be received.
Can I make? I don't have them. Can I do an action as part of the intimidation?
What action are you trying to do?
Flip the burning card. If I walk up to it.
Yes. Alright, we've fixed it, by the way. You now have my undivided attention. You will have to do two things in order to complete this check here. The first is make a Constitution saving throw.
Con save. Oh. Huh.
Yes, you are grabbing burning wood.
11.
You can push yourself through the pain and take more damage, or react to your body's natural instinct and then shirk away at the pain of grabbing this burning wood, then have disadvantage on the intimidation check.
Oven, I can block sight at the very least. You don't have to burden yourself.
No, this is fine. I'm just gonna take the pain and do it.
Alright.
What a brave young
I just assumed
man.
I was gonna take damage from.
He has selected the pain!
Who said that? Was that one of the prefects?
That's the queen. Alright, you take 13 points of fire damage.
There's more than I thought fire would be, but okay.
Owen, what are you doing?
Normally it would be 2d8, but because of the failed save, here's the consequence.
Is it athletics to flip the
Yes,
card?
athletics now.
I'm big. I'm mighty.
Ooh, a 16 and a 17.
You flip it over, and in doing so, these sandbags are now liable to catch on fire.
Sandbags?
Are you friend or foe?
There are
Those, I
Give us
think.
a sign.
There are sandbags over here. However, I should remind everyone that wood is exceptionally rare in Larrington, and things are mostly built out of facsimiles of wood. Basically, like, they just basically painted stone and clay and stuff to make it look wood. But really, most everything here is artificial.
Ooh.
You have advantage.
Oh, all right.
The result,
It's hard to beat that. But
Ooh.
they all look at you, and their eyes light up for a second. Then, they turn and face away.
all right, I got a bonus action heal myself. Second wind. A heal. There we go. And I don't think I've got like 5 feet of movement, so I'll stay there.
Oh, it's actually Zephyr's turn. Excited, not pay attention.
Okay,
Hello, Zephyr.
so they are turned around now.
That's correct.
Okay, so I don't need to block anything off there. I had 2 options. Now, there is nothing on this map that is further south, but we can continue to go further south, right?
That is correct. Right now you are in the C blocks, so if you go further south, you will be going to like the bottom part of Larrington, where the watchtowers and such are.
I want to open the door as I walk by. I'll take a little peek in. Oh, it's nothing again.
Yeah, these are back
Yeah, it
alleys.
just cuts off. Okay. Where is Gruel?
You may not be able to see Gruel from where you currently
Okay.
are because she's behind some fences.
Okay. I'll just continue south then.
The stream
If they're
viewers
facing away-
can see what everyone sees, so it might be a little bit hard for them to follow what you're saying. Just letting everyone know.
Yeah.
Players can only see what their character can see.
Right.
I knew he was in there because I walked past going out.
Oh, yeah, it's clear down here. Nothing down this pathway. And that's my turn.
The illusionist wizard, as they are called, they are just prefects, but they're sort of generic wizards. They move to this location here, and you see this one begins drawing something on the ground.
Like Arcana stuff.
You can see from where you are, and you can make an Arcana check on your turn to like sort of see what it is. Dougal, this would be too far away from you, and it's on the
Yeah,
ground.
no, like I'm way too far away and on the other side of a burning cart. No way do I see it.
You see this wizard drops down and begins adding something to the circle, like some sort of powder. You can't really see what the powder is unless you really focus. Hint, that will be an action. Oh, by the way, the cart has been moved. I should mention that as well. Cart should be here. And with this beautiful cart, let's give a random luck check. Unlucky.
Uh-oh.
Alright, the fire spread to the north, which has no meaningful effect as the ground is made of stone. Dougal, what would you like to do?
Is there a run action for like times 4 movement or whatever, or is it just double move?
It's a dash action.
Just double move.
Yeah, dash is just double move, essentially, right?
Right. Having like a straight line sprint action might be cool as like an ability, perhaps. I don't know how you would put it in any class though.
Yeah.
It's kind of too small to be something. Maybe give it to monks, that'd be fun.
Monk kind of already has the chi point for bonus action dash, and they can action dash again.
Mm-hmm. And then the rogues don't even need a key point to do it.
True.
Come on, south and west, let's get out of here.
The rogues are like, what? Look at what they must do to mimic a fraction of our power.
That's it for me.
Yeah, bonus action dash is really good.
The prefect here goes to the circle and begins slamming its head into the ground while going, "Eh, meh, eh, meh, eh, meh."
That sounds bad.
You see, at this point now in time, though I cannot change the lighting to make it so across the world just because of how the lighting works. Everyone, welcome to Lockdown. It is now red, and not only that, but an eye has appeared over the tower. Hey, that works.
Oh,
Oh no. Oh no.
did what they do just activate curfew? Like, did that happen immediately after he did this?
It's like
That could be it. That
slowly
could be the
turning
way.
red, but it happens immediately, like consequently as a result of this circle.
Yeah.
The Eye of Sauron looks down upon you, Gruul. What do you do?
This fence does not count as indoors, right?
No?
Because the curfew means we have to be indoors, right?
Right.
I mean, the only way to go indoors is to go all the way back there, I think. Okay.
I mean, usually it gives you time. You have like an hour or something.
Just
right?
go into
So-
the tavern.
Yeah, there's totally not a bunch of ghosts coming out of there trying to get out to your locked trapdoor. My ghost.
If we're outside the boundaries of Larrington, it shouldn't be an issue, right?
Are we in C7? Is that what's happening?
I
Or
think C5, if I recall correctly.
Where Roach Tallow is, right?
Yeah,
like
so we
kinda
could just go
middle-ish.
south.
Gruul walks in, finally sees what's happening.
I think they
Okay.
just activated the curfew. They got some stuff drawn on the ground there. We might be able to interrupt it, and that'll cancel it.
Gruul's gonna shake her head. No, tower already on. Big eye. And point to the south, where Zephyr is. Leave town, and then I will... Speaking of, this is very funny that we just discussed this. I'll bonus action dash. So that should give me 50 feet of movement. And then I'll also action dash. Give me another 25. I think I could just go straight south out. We want to leave, right? I'd imagine. But Oven's really far away. I don't know if we want to necessarily just leave right away.
I'm just gonna have to double move and try and catch up. That's all.
Should we leave some of us here just in case, as backup, something happens while you're trying to come back? That's the thing. Should we just walk out of bounds right away?
Do you think that screwing with that ritual will make it not be curfew anymore?
I don't know. I'm gonna find out.
Yeah. Well,
or try to find out.
uh,
Because I could just go leap over the cart and then try and. mess them
I
up.
could throw some more wind down there and blow that powder away.
right. Well, in that
Oh
case,
man, you blow the fire.
Yeah,
Great on them too.
but I have to get there, and I don't think.
So it's Arcana to know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's basically to
Although
watch this ritual and then try to make sense of it as you're seeing it.
Do I care? I think it's just.
You could also just leave. It's up to
I
you.
could just leave. Everyone else seems to want to leave, so.
I can't get back up there to disrupt it in my next turn. I don't have enough movement and distance.
You know, they didn't directly attack me, so I'm gonna assume that.
Yeah, that's the other thing. They didn't really. All they started doing is a ritual. It's not like they did anything wrong necessarily.
Well,
They might be doing this to activate the people hide inside so they don't get attacked by shades. There could be a good reason for them doing it.
I don't think so.
Either way, I double move, and that's my turn.
Alright. Gonna do one last check, see if there's nothing I can leave behind. I don't have grease or anything. Nope. So I may just double move. $70 feet.
So, is this a retreat?
I think we are running, yes.
Yeah.
Alright. In that case, the encounter ends. You would be able to escape as they are not trying to pursue you. And if you are
Nice.
attempting to escape in this way and not trying to interfere with the ritual, then let's go to Larrington. And
Yeah, we won't directly mess with the authorities when we want to get into their special place, Upper Crest.
Mhm.
so you can now see if you move out just a little. If you all just move down to the south, you can see what I mean by this is actually just a city block.
Yeah.
See, the alleys just go into C5 like that. I was actually we were in C4. I was slightly off.
You know, we never discussed where we left our cart.
I believe the cart was in A1, but that's
Yeah.
based off just that's where you arrived. Either way, what would you like to do, everyone?
Find somewhere to go inside.
Okay. Where would you like to go?
Mm,
World's your oyster.
Roach Tallow Tavern is out.
yep. Definitely not an option.
You know,
Do we see other people going places?
People are just trying to go inside generally wherever they can.
what if we do the same? What if we're like, hey, can we?
Notably,
Can I
the C4 part of this town is completely uninhabited, which is unusual.
Oh, let's just open a random house then and get inside.
Okay.
Can we look around to see if anyone's watching us first?
If you could kindly give... This is a strange one. Yeah, that would be perception. But Zephyr, if you could give me 9d20 check, please.
Jesus.
9d20.
Yes.
Come on, perfect 180.
Oh, there's 9 buildings in there, aren't there?
Maybe.
84.
Okay. When you open this building, you can see that there is 2 bodies on the ground and one panicked-looking person who's trying to give first aid to one of them. The other body is unmoving and covered in a pool of blood.
I immediately go to provide first aid to the one that they're trying to.
Okay, give me a medicine check.
I succeed because of my feet.
Oh,
I think. I mean,
Healer feat, yeah.
yes,
As long as you use a
okay.
charge of the healer's kit, you don't have to, right?
well, in that case,
Yes.
you are able to heal this person, and the person looks up. They are a support class. You see there, all of these people are supports, witches, as it were. And one of the witch looks up at you. You see that she's like a very broad-shouldered looking orc, but for whatever reason, she has decided to paint her entire face pink in some sort of like weird clown makeup. It's definitely a look. Do you?
And the orc is the one I just brought up.
The one that you just brought up is just like a normal looking human. You don't see a lot of humans around these parts. And they have brown hair, very plain looking face. But they are... It looks like older than the average person here, like 35-ish. Most people here are in their 20s.
Hey, take it easy now. You're okay. Hello. Sorry for barging in like that. We're looking for somewhere to stay, and I can't help myself when I see someone who needs medical attention.
What happened here? How'd you get hurt?
The shades came in. Are they gone?
Well, we killed some of them, but there's definitely more.
You killed some. Can you keep us safe?
Of course, if you'll allow us to stay here until curfew is over, we can keep watch.
That man's dead, isn't he?
Can I go over and look at him?
Yeah, you go over and look at him. As you turn the body over, his chest has been completely gashed open.
I'll lay him on his back, close his eyes, and I'll take off... No, I can't take off my robe. Yeah, I'll just lay him on his back and close his eyes and say, yes, he's dead.
We found him in
I'm
the
sorry.
streets. We don't know who he is, but we thought we could help him. Do you know what these shades are? What are they doing here?
No.
Didn't Douglas say there were shadow demons?
Like,
I mean, yes, but like, someone would have had to have called them in here. I don't think demons would just appear in C4 specifically, and it didn't seem like they were elsewhere in this city. So someone was attacking someone for some reason.
Do you close the door, and are you going in this hut?
Oh, yes, we are
Yeah.
going inside.
All right. Dougal, as you're saying this, Oven, where are you in this building? There's sort of like a central foyer. It's like not quite a full-on student housing thing, but there's like a main area, and then there's a bunch of like dormitories where people live. It seems abandoned.
I just want to be by the main door.
Okay. Gruel?
I guess, yeah, also by the main door.
Okay. Gruel and Oven, you would see that the shadow demons are out in the streets. There's more of them now than there were before. They're scouring around the streets looking for something, but they're not going into any of the buildings.
Yeah, let's hide in here for a while. Until curfew ends and the prefects can deal with this. Unless you want to join me and go smash some more shades.
Should look in other buildings when it's safe. Could be other people that need help.
True.
If they're this badly off, I don't know that they'd be fine whenever it's safe.
What are these things doing in our streets?
We're not sure. We had to run to get away from them. Do you know anything about the Roach Tallow Tavern?
Yeah, there's a woman there. Her name's Athalia. She's got her hands in like everything in the lower crest. Other than that, I don't really know. I'm sorry.
Okay. It's fine.
You know, if we fight back to the tavern, we could go through the underground tunnels.
Yeah, but there are more shades there.
You were there?
That's
were
where
nearby.
Yeah.
I see. Is Athalia?
There was no
We-
one
we
there
don't
when
know.
Went by. And we didn't see any signs of struggle or so.
Mhm.
We assume she wasn't there when this happened.
Yeah. We were there for about half an hour before we noticed all the shades around.
As you're talking, the human who was just healed gets up and casts a Cure Wounds on Oven. Least I could do. Thanks.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Did
How
I
much
roll that?
HP do I
No,
get?
I was just clicking on your token. You get 4.
Okay.
Better than nothing.
I think I've healed you since last short rest, right? No, did we get a short rest in the tavern?
Yeah, there's a short rest in the tavern.
Okay, I can heal up Oven again
Wonderful.
with another charge. 9.
I am full health.
After a while, the curfew ends. About 15 seconds later, just as you notice the light has completely gone away, you hear a very weak knocking at the door, followed by a firmer set of knocks at the door.
I open the door.
When you open the door, you can see there is a prefect standing out, forehead visibly damaged. You also see that behind him is a shade robe.
So,
Hey,
hello. So you are the ones that tipped the cart.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. We weren't sure if you were causing the shades or not.
Do not apologize. Now, let us talk.
The Shade Robe looks inside the building. Commoners vacate. I wish only to speak with the A ranks. Don't worry, our prefect will defend you.
Curfew is over now.
They,
You can get going.
they step out, like they're nervous. They look at the dead body. Oh, don't worry, we'll deal with the body. Prefect, please take it to the upper crest.
Why is it going to the upper crest? Isn't this man a commoner?
Burial. Or do you wish
So everyone's
undead to
buried.
come?
No, it's good to not have undead.
I didn't see any graveyards down here, so
What about where he come from? They could bury him.
Do you know where this man comes from?
They
No,
they didn't sign up.
I believe that one of you has gone through orientation. We do not ask these questions. Larrington is a place where people come to be reborn. Their past is irrelevant.
so you wanted to talk about something?
That is correct. We have watched your struggle through the eye, and we have put two and two together. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. I am Repervoir. You see the Shade Robe does a little curtsy. Kirai has spoken
I do a
fondly of
curtsy
you.
as well.
Oh, that is Kurai.
I am not Kirai, I am Repervoir. There are 5 of
Oh.
us. Specifically, there
Oh,
are...
you're in the council.
Yes. Kirai is not in the council, but I am. He reaches into a pocket, like a little pouch that he has, like a kangaroo pouch on his robes, and then pulls out 4 badges. These badges are unlike the others. They appear to have gems on them, and they are glowing at nearly all times. It is very obvious, after our prefect surveyed the situation in the C ranks, that you are responsible for destroying that defective golem that was created under our noses.
Yes, that's correct.
Moreover, you are capable of fighting the shades. You are clearly
Wait.
competent.
Where did the shades come from?
That is an investigation for another day. Perhaps you can look into it as your thesis. Nevertheless, do not focus on such shallow things. You have a long career in front of you as wizards, warriors, and witches. The 3 W's of Larrington, as I like to say. Let us not forget the fallen. Their careers were cut short. They could have blossomed into beautiful flowers.
Indeed.
Now, we must move on, for the dead cannot weigh us down any longer than we allow them to. You are selected for the upper crests. Proper instructors will be awaiting. Your skills must have been finely honed to get to this point. Now it is time to refine and polish them. Each of your weapons honed to a razor point.
Oh boy, great. Yes, great. That's what we were trying for. Yes.
You were smart to run from the shades. Though you have taken down 1 commander, we estimated about 17 in total. Why so many were at the tavern is something we will have to investigate at a later point. But Our focus is on creating strong wizards, witches, and warriors, not protecting the weak. The fourth W of Larrington, an unfortunate necessity of our program.
"17 would have taken quite a while to take down. Probably would have got tired."
I enjoy your attitude. That is what required of the elite. Now, follow me. I shall lead you across the gates. I recommend not venturing into the lower crest. The people down here are volatile and dangerous. Have you met with the group calling themselves the A1 Mafia? Horrible, wretched excuses for wizards.
Yes. Needing to keep others down to keep themselves advancing. Not a really agreeable group.
They're not even advancing, they're just sitting still.
True,
Water.
they're stagnating.
Not only are
I'm
they
trying to-
stagnating, but they are keeping people down, attempting to prevent anyone from expanding. It is horrific. I cannot imagine why they would do something like this.
Why don't like all the A2s just make their own mafia to take them down?
There are rumors of A1 Mafia taking tours in Upper Crest. Is this true?
Yes, we invite them in the hopes that they will change their mind. There is nothing to be gained from stagnating in the weak. You are only as strong as the company you keep. A poem by Reberwar.
Oh, that was a fine poem?
Do we know that name?
Yes,
It's
that's
him.
him.
Oh, I see. That's his name, right? It's like, what historical figure is he? Oh, he's quoting himself, I see.
Yeah.
Yes.
I am the oldest of the Shade Robes. At 4 years, I have been around. I have seen graduating classes, and I have done some things to expand them. Their minds will grow, as will yours. A great future awaits you in the halls of the Upper Crest.
Yeah. Let's see it. But before we do, are all the council shade robes?
That is correct. We have been created to be the ultimate in wizards. But
What?
make no mistake, that is not to say that you are innately inferior, though I could understand how you would imagine this. It is merely the design of our headmaster that the council are created in the image of a perfect wizard. That our energies be infused in ourselves, so that we may guide over you. Shade robes are incredible. Do not get me wrong, I am not attempting to downplay my own excellence. But it is with a vast and diverse student body, each with their own individual characteristics, schools of magic, and individual preferences and casting styles, that innovation is found, and through innovation lies strength. And to those that cannot innovate, we have a side program, the Prefect program.
Yeah, we heard about that a little. It
Yeah, I don't
certainly
think I want to be a
seems to be
prefect.
going.
How are Shade Robe found to be elected for council or made?
We are made. There is a process from which we are created. All of us. Though the process has halted as Curai has been abnormal and we are trying to figure out how to prevent these abnormalities. We have done a bit of research that, at the moment, I can't divulge as you are not yet graduate students.
Shade
Well-
Robe is like awoken undead?
Yes, that is correct, though to call us just awoken undead is a bit of a mislabel, a misnomer as it will. Imagine, if you will, a common undead, a soul that is sucked into a skeleton because the soul yearns for a body and sees a familiar configuration of limbs and organic structure. A shade robe is greater than that. I want you to picture in your head a horse. It may seem silly, but please do this exercise with me. What horse are you imagining? Is it brown? Is it black?
Gruel nods her head at Brown.
Good. Now, your thoughts are imagining this creature. This is a construct of your brain that you have created. But who is it that looks at the image you've created in your brain? That is a soul. Or so it is that we believe in Larrington. Your soul is a driver for your mind. Your mind a driver for your body. To an ordinary awoken undead, they see a body and inhabit it. But to a shade robe, that which is greater, we do not see the need for such trivialities as a body that resembles that in which a mind would inhabit. We bypass the mind, as all awoken undead are capable of. Therefore, we choose a body of our own. The robes of a wizard. I apologize if I have gotten too philosophical. It is one of the hobbies of us shade robes, to ponder one's
Isn't that
existence.
just justifying what you did after the fact?
Justifying
Maybe
what
you'd
I
actually
did?
be happier with a body.
Perhaps. But this is folly. Would you be happier if you were born as this halfling here?
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
It would be, but would you be you?
Probably not.
I am me because I am me. Now, I apologize. Pontificating is again one of our hobbies, but I've been distracted. What was your original question?
When can we start?
Right away.
In the
All right.
You've been fast-tracked. Your martial prowess has proven that you are well beyond what these people are capable of. And our prefects have been watching you this whole time. That combination of web and that wind gust was beautiful.
yeah, it worked. Let's.
It was genius.
It is good to downplay your accomplishments. There is a horizon that will meet you one day.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Repeat this mantra after me, everyone. I am greater than the person I was yesterday.
I
am greater than the person I
greater than
was
the
yesterday.
person I was yesterday, and the best way to keep making that true is to get started on what's next as soon as we can.
Wonderful.
Right?
A word of advice as well. Kurai and I are very amicable and friendly members of the council. Well, Kurai is not of the council, but we'll convince him yet. Calfrey, Orstel, and Firis, my younger siblings, if you will, are much less friendly. You would do well to avoid them. They probably will hate you on sight.
Why would they hate us? We haven't done anything to them.
That is correct.
They're just hateful people.
I suppose that is one way of putting it. To them, anyone that does not meet their standards is a waste of time. A statement I can agree with, but Kurai has convinced me that everyone has the potential to be great. The difference between the weak and the strong is that mantra that I have shared with you. Now, let us proceed. I am bored of this conversation.
You're very forward with that.
But I don't think we need to argue that with a member of the council.
I was just commending his
The shade robe kind of floats, hovers just like an inch off the ground, basically. And he just quickly turns like a 180 while moving forward and is now floating backward. I've never understood the desire for polite speech. I always found it stifling. I speak what is on my mind, when it is on my mind, for as long as it is on my mind and no further. I believe effective communication is the most important thing.
I like this guy.
Now let us be off to the upper crest. Try to keep up with me. I will speed up. It will be a fun test of your athletic endeavors. Rebuar just starts zooming.
Go after him?
I guess we follow.
You can follow after him by dashing. It's just like suddenly he's just now sprinting, basically.
Gotta build that endurance up.
Alright.
The best wizards have the best muscles.
I do not have a great token for these guys yet, but let's see if I can do this. Maybe this is fine. It's just a generic for the time being. These beautiful shade robes. Shade robes are a Luskalia original monster, everyone. They're really not that impressive. The idea is pretty basic. It's just wizard robes.
Wiz robes.
Hey!
Yeah, but what you could do is the shade robes. So you make it so their eyes are glowing like yellow, right? And then you give them like a brown wizard hat that wear
Okay.
on top of the robe. And then you have it so they cast like fire spells and ice spells, and they're called like Faraga and
Okay.
forgot what and Blizzard. I think it could have some fun stuff there.
Yeah.
Hey, this is kind of fun. I actually like this a little bit.
That's good.
That's cute.
Welcome to the upper crest, everybody.
Hey, look at that. That was pretty easy, huh?
It took us a day and a half.
Behold our founder. An ardent supporter of Elselbrit, which some may find odious, but please understand that morality is a construct of the weak. Rebuar just looks up at this statue, just in utter admiration. It is a goblin who is standing on top of basically like a mountain of skulls. And this goblin is wearing like wizard robes and such. Just like a very typical looking one. Now this man was the follower of the Goblin King Lunthus. That is correct, the first wizard. Only a few steps removed from the source of all magic. Those skulls that he stands on were the skulls that he fought alongside to free Hinklia of the undead menace. It is a wonder why the Feltwarns do not give any more credence to his name. He is a hero of this country. Perhaps it is because he worshipped the Dark Lord. I find this to be discrimination against one's religious beliefs, something which is abhorrent.
I'm kind of
Gotta-
surprised that if the skulls are the people he fought alongside, that he's standing on them. That seems like not ideal messaging for a statue.
He is the master of necromancy. He has transcended the skulls that he stands. This is to represent both his defeat of the undead forces that once ruled this legion coming from Tetheria, but also to represent his mastery of the undead. There's a message here. To take strength from one's enemies. do you see?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
So if I eat my foes, I'll get stronger.
I would
Please don't
I'm
eat your
just-
foes.
I would not go that far, my friend, but I like your attitude.
I'm just politely nodding, not agreeing with anything he's saying.
Now, you will find that the water here is beautiful and crisp. I recommend filling up any water skins you had with this water, as it has been magically treated to be delicious and have a slight citrus taste to it. The people in the upper crest find this quite pleasing.
Maybe later.
I see. The door slams shut.
I'm more of a booze person, you know.
I would advise against alcohol. It dulls the senses and the mind. Your reflexes will become weaker. Your mind dulled. Water is truly the preferable for all organic beings, or for so I have been told. Through medical
Don't worry,
textbooks.
there's water in the alcohol.
I have much to learn about organic bodies, though it is very low on my priority list, you must understand.
Out of character, I don't trust that water at all.
Yeah, I'll keep the water I have. Water
That's
is fine.
suspicious.
You don't need to add taste. You don't need to add flavor to it.
Magically changed water.
Standing in front
Yeah.
of you is the main tower. This is where the staff live and work. You are not permitted to enter the main tower under any circumstances. Doing so is grounds for immediate expulsion.
So what's in there?
It is where the staff live and work.
And we're not staff, so okay.
Can we cast spells in Upper Crest?
Casting spells is prohibited if they cause harm to another student within the upper crest. The barbarism of the lower crest is meant for a few reasons. It is to teach people to be resourceful and to use what is available to them. But in the upper crest, you have proven yourself worthy. We do not wish harm to come to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gruel nods her head.
Wonderful. So,
Does that preclude, hurting people via not magic?
it could. In general,
Could.
outside of a officially sanctioned duel that has been approved by one of the headmasters or the Shade Council, you may not cause harm to another student. However, we understand that tempers flare high, as we intend to raise wizards that have pride in themselves amongst the elite. Above all else, a wizard of Larrington should be proud of what they are capable of. So, if another wizard claims to be an expert in your field of expertise, it is only natural you wish to shut them up by whatever means necessary. Do not kill the other wizard, but anything else goes within a duel.
That's an approach, yeah? Yeah?
Now, I will say duels are rare within the upper crest. People understand not to step on each other's toes. But if someone steps out of line, you may come to me and I will give you permission to destroy them with the righteous fires of the arcane. I'm sure this is pleasing to some of you, and to others, shocking, but you will come to understand the wisdom. Over here is the upper crest student dorms. You will each be allotted an individual room.
No, we don't get a bunk bed.
There are bunk beds available.
Can we get bunk beds? Can we get one room with 2 sets of bunk beds?
You may. Allow me to explain. In the upper crest, unlike the lower crest, we do care about the formation of individual teams and units. Wizards are stronger together when they cast rituals as a group. Therefore, groups of wizards, or groups of witches that are sometimes referred to as covens, are encouraged in the most extreme and explicit terms we can without mandating them. Furthermore, wizards are not capable of fighting in hand-to-hand combat, but as you have seen no doubt with the golem in the shades, enemies will attempt to jump on and attack your wizards. This would be where someone like your knight friend would come into play. Encouraging...
Oh, don't worry, Dougal can beat some people up.
Encouraging the formation of these groups, we allow you to register as a unit for a room, or you may individually register. Every student in the upper crest has the agency to classify themselves as an individual or a member of a group as they see fit, and no one may be coerced to join or leave a group. That is correct. I see the look on all of your faces. No one can be coerced to leave a group. What if a group decides they do not like a member they have registered with? Well, in that case, they must learn to work together. The reason for this is simple. Larrington began as agents that were designed to infiltrate the country of Tutheria. Inside the Cursed Lands, it is incredibly dangerous, and if a group fractures in such a manner, likely every member will be killed. To prevent this, we have trained in a number of things in espionage, in understanding Tutherian customs, but first and foremost, in group cohesion and the buddy system. Individuals are allowed to graduate within Larrington, but if they wish to continue postgraduate, they must find an ally.
Is there a limit on group size? Like, down in the lower crest, it seemed like it was meant to be 3, but there's 4 of us.
That's correct. 3 is given as an example. The reason being, we encourage a group of 3, as that is a witch, a warrior, and a wizard. However, large-scale operations in the Cursed Lands will require more specific groups than that. Casting certain spells, for example, the legendary teleportation circle requires a team of wizards working around the clock.
I can't believe they don't have a watcher in that group.
What is a watcher?
You know, a lookout, a scout, someone that, you know, keeps track of the situation of the battlefield.
Ah, that will be taught in one of the other buildings. But, for the time being, these are the dorms. You may return here once I am finished my tour of the upper crest. As you're walking around, you notice that the people in the upper crest are noticeably nicer. Like, there's not this strange, hostile nature to this place. There's a sense of camaraderie amongst the students, except the prefects. They walk around with blank stares, in single-file lines, going from point to point, seemingly without any emotion or thought.
Yo, what's wrong with the prefix? They don't really seem very lively.
That is correct. Individuality are things that are meant to be stamped down in the prefect program.
Like, how? They're, like, super similar to each other.
Well, they can be more similar, but that is a matter for postgraduate research. Simply put, people that are incapable of innovation or find a plateau, we are not able to train them. Everyone has a limit. This is spoken of in many terms, but the one that we like to use is the Peshin theory of soul typing. Have you heard of it?
I've never heard of it.
In passing.
Any of you with Arcana proficiency can attempt to roll for it.
Oh. Oh.
Nice.
Oven, you absolutely know. Dougal, you kind of know. I want to think Dougal skipped out of it quickly, whereas Oven looked into it for a while before realizing why he shouldn't. Passion soul typing is essentially Luskalia astrology. It is completely unfounded pseudoscience that believes that everyone has a type associated with them in their soul based off the schools of magic, which determines their station and what they're capable of.
It's astrology plus phrenology. It's not great.
It is believed in exclusively by the Peshan Empire because they are extremely ultra-conservative and had this theory before Lunthus. Lunthus, the first wizard, immediately disproved this theory by using empirical research with detect magic, and essentially finding there's no fundamental difference between people of supposed different soul types. Therefore, you can just safely discredit the entire theory. But the Peshan Empire says, no, this is just goblin propaganda. And they still believe it to this day.
Russian Empire, not great.
How do I determine my, whatchamacallit, soul thing?
Yes, your soul type will be figured out by a test. We will have to take some blood, but that can happen in a bit. We'll focus more on your introduction and getting used to the school and how things are ran. There are a number of different classes that you can take. Enrollment is free. You've made it into the upper crest. Everything that you could desire will be paid for and handled by us. Now,
As long as we don't plateau.
that is correct. See to it that you don't, though I doubt that you will, given what I've seen of your combinations. Every month, there will be an assessment of your abilities. Should you have no visible improvement in any of the 5 areas for 3 months in a row, you'll be automatically enrolled in the prefecture program, where we will begin alchemically enhancing your magic capabilities and stamping out your individuality.
Question, doesn't that just encourage people to, lowball their abilities to start with so they can constantly improve for a long time without actually?
We have already taken a measure of your abilities. We're always watching in the lower crest. There are eyes everywhere.
Comforting.
And I guess most people that get in here are already pushing their limits.
You've figured it out. Everyone except that Arihan figure that has showed up. Did you know she has evaded our prefectures? Curious.
Oh, okay. I mean, you guys are
Wow,
kind of scary.
that's quite an accomplishment.
You've also evaded our prefects, and you have had contact with Arihan. But we're not mad at you. We're just merely reporting on a fact. In the lower crest, you're supposed to figure everything out yourself. What you have done is nothing wrong. Now, this building. This is the library / armory / martial training area. This is where we teach our wizards and warriors the finer intricacies of weaving magic with combat. Remember, the people of Tutheria are incapable of using magic biologically. We will use every little bit... Oh, I should mention, the purpose of this academy is to eventually go to war with Tutheria.
Why would you want to do that? Isn't that like the cursed lands?
That's correct. It is because they represent an existential threat to our existence. But that is neither here nor there. Whether you choose to join a war against Tutheria afterwards is up to you. However, you will find that you will possess a very powerful skill set in defeating them. And when war inevitably breaks out in the next 20 or 30 years or so, as our forecasts indicate, at that point, you have a possibility of becoming a frontline wizard general of Hinklia. Doesn't that sound incredible?
Wow.
That sounds like incredible pressure.
I'm only a private. That's pretty cool.
Yes. We're still working out the details with the Queen, but we think that once our program shows more results, that she will come around.
Why don't you, partner with the other magic schools?
With the other magic schools, well, we have problems with the way they choose to do things. If you'd like, I could list them all, but judging by the fact that you seem to be from Mistfell, you probably wouldn't like if I said a list of reasons why your school is inferior.
Well, I mean, we could use that to make it better, potentially.
Really? I love to hear things like that. I think I love you. Will you be my warrior?
No, sorry, I'm already taken.
Oh, I understand. Anyways, let me list the reasons why Mistfell Polymagic is inferior. Number 1, Mistfell Polymagic teaches a generalist form of wizardry which is unspecialized and therefore lacks any focus. The instructors are taken from around the world without any care for how their program would fit together. As a result, graduates are often unfocused and unclear of where to go next in life.
Looks at Dougal.
Number 2, Mistfell Polymagic has the closest thing to a specialty that I can think of in its cursed items department, the museum that it has. However, keeping cursed items within the faculty is incredibly dangerous and probably the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Why do they do
Looks
this?
at Dougal again.
Number 3, the headmaster of the academy is often so vacant to the point where most people have never encountered the headmaster. While our headmaster is secluded for a number of reasons, we speak with him on a regular basis. This provides guidance and structure to the school. Number 4, there is no competitive nature to Mistfell Polymagic University. It is a school that people graduate from so that they can say they are a licensed wizard. This is all fine if you're looking to settle as being a wizard that works for a small shop in some small town somewhere. But if you're looking to make it in the world, the lack of competition gets most people stuck at second level spells and then never advancing. I could keep going, but I see I've made your friend uncomfortable already. Don't worry, you're in good hands. Or sleeves. I'm learning humor. Is it working?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Moving along. Here is the main school. This is where the classes are taught. It's very large, but the reason why it is so large is because it's also meant to function as a defensive fortification. You know, war with Tutheria. The majority of the space is currently unused. Don't worry, you'll be able to find your classes. Do you want to see something cool?
Always.
Sure.
Repertoire reaches inside his kangaroo pouch and pulls out like a map and unfurls it. Oh, map, please show me classroom C3. And then suddenly you see a bright blue dot appears on like a map of this upper crest area, like literally this map you're looking at, and it draws like an arrow in green to where the classroom is. Ta-da!
Oh, that's
Wow, that's actually
useful.
amazing.
Wow.
It's not practical,
Is that just
but it's useful for this school. Don't count on things like this. The only reason we're able to do it is because these buildings have been in place for hundreds of years, and we have extensively programmed these maps.
That's a shame.
But these are some of the things that we do in Larrington. Remember, know your enemy.
And know yourself? Question mark.
You just hear like a humming sound as if like that is an approval in of itself. Now, over here is the mess hall. This is where students go to meet, frolic. We encourage romance amongst the students.
Oh.
That's
why
unusual.
is that a policy?
Well, romance among the students is likely to lead to pairs. Pairs have strong connections. People with strong connections are more likely to fight to the bitter end to defend their loved one, making them more effective infiltrators. Remember, buddy system.
Doesn't that also make you do dumb things like sacrifice yourself to try and save them?
Yes, but that is also in of itself acceptable. Sacrificing yourself to save another is important as well. Because and I think you will find this a very salient point, look at how many of the week that you had to weed your way through to make your way up to the top here. You are all special. You are not
One,
easily
two.
replaced.
I don't know, like 5 guys.
More than that. Literally everyone in the lower crest. Well, except maybe Arihan. I hope she does something good. I'd like to see her. I'd like to test her magic for myself. Moving right along.
Are you in love with her?
I am not... When I say love, I am speaking in the platonic sense. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
I have no need for romance. Though it sounds contradictory to the ideals of Larrington, understand that my goal is to be a guiding figure for all of you, unlike the rest of the council. Kurai was supposed to work alongside me, but for whatever reason, Kurai disagrees with me.
What does QI actually do on a day-to-day basis?
That's the wonderful thing. He is the model student of Larrington. I love the little guy. But he is also completely wrong, and I will change his mind one day, mark my words. And that's where all of you come in. Can you please help me convince Kurai to join the Shade Rope Council?
Oh, we were supposed to meet him or something when we got here.
Right. Yes. Convince him to join the Shade Rope Council then. Please? It would make me very happy.
Well, what would we say to him to convince him?
Please
of that?
join the Shade Rope Council.
Oh, okay.
I think we'd have to hear both sides first.
My side is that he was made to join the Shade Rope Council and he left, and it's made my brothers and sisters very angry.
Isn't he just like moving on to the next best thing?
I don't want to talk about this as I'm getting quite upset.
Okay.
Now, moving right along, this last building. This is the experiment facilities.
That sounds suspicious.
It is.
Yeah.
Unsupervised entrance into the experiment facilities are highly unrecommended due to the extreme danger to life and limb that will happen should you enter. Please be accompanied by at least 2 members of the Shade Rope Council and a group of 10 to 15.
Are there animal experiments?
Animal experiments are sometimes performed. For the most part, this is where the arcanism of golems is studied. You saw a golem in the south end. We found it despicable. Their methods of creating a golem are, to put it bluntly, pathetic. Nonetheless, they enhanced it enough that it was able to function as a golem would. Our golems are much better. More than that, we also have, well, ambitions of, we don't actually have, but we have a program in plan. Once we find a way to tame a dragon, we will drop the golems onto the Tudarians.
Wow.
Is there a list of all the current experiments going on?
There are, but they're in the tower. With that said, if you would like to propose an experiment, then we can slot you in to use this facility. This facility is defended against magic. You'll notice, he taps on the outside and you see like there's a shimmering barrier. We've coated it with shield magic, making it extra sturdy. You know, in case something goes berserk, we can just close the doors while we figure out a plan for dealing with it.
Oh,
Can
smart.
can we see list of experiments?
I'm afraid not. You may ask the other students what experiments they're doing there, but we are not going to invade their privacy by leaking their graduate research. You must understand, we don't create the experiments for this part of the school. Over here is where the students who would like to research things that are potentially dangerous are given a safe facility for doing so. Does that make sense?
Okay. How often is someone using it?
It is booked up until 2 years from now.
Wow.
It is.
That's inconvenient. Shouldn't you make like a second building?
Well, this building cost over the course of hundreds of years 165,000 gold or so. So while we'd love to be able to do that, we've lost the original source of funding that our founder had, and we're just mostly scraping by with what we have. But our new headmaster has some brilliant ideas, and he's going to take us to the stratosphere. That is a part of the sky, if you're not familiar with sky terminology. Sorry, I'm making it really obvious I'm behind the drag and drop program. I just love the drag and drop idea.
Are we allowed to like go outside of the city to do experiments?
Yes, you are perfectly at liberty to do so. I recommend not doing so. You see, in these walls, everything is allowed, nothing is prohibited, and everything is ethical. Outside of these walls, the royalty may disagree.
Ah, yeah, that is important. I
It's just-
can tell.
It is
This
better.
building's blocked for 2 years. How is people supposed to make progress?
Well, you're a wizard. You do everything in
Figure it out.
theory. You then double check your
Oh.
theory. You then double check the theory a third time, and so forth. Once,
Shouldn't you just like try it and see what happens? And then if it doesn't work out, you try something different.
I mean, that is certainly a way that you can go about doing things, yes, but doing it that way results in the death of the wizard most times.
Maybe they should have done some more push-ups or something.
Magic is dangerous. When you do magic, you start small, you figure it out, and you work your way up. From a little seed grows a mighty tree, a poem by Repertoire.
That's a good poem with a strong message.
Thank you.
It's a little short though. I think you should make it
Two-line
longer.
poems are traditional.
But if you
Two-line
took two
poems
of
are
those and put them
traditional.
together- oh, okay.
What if the lines are really long though? Like what if you just don't put a line break?
Long line poems. Yes, they are beautiful in a way, but I prefer short line poems. You sound like
Why many
Q-Rai.
words when few work? Yes.
Now, that is all of the building. Now that you know the facilities, if you have an idea for your thesis program that may happen to use this building, now would be the time to get working on the theoretical part. If you need any help, our instructors will be able to assist you.
Oh, thank you. We'll just check into the dorms now.
Yes, if you need me, don't go looking for me because I'm often inside the facility tower. But if you ask around for me, it will find its way to my ears eventually. You can also ask the prefects. They report into the central tower regularly.
Okay.
Did
Thanks.
they actually talk to you?
Yeah.
The prefects do not speak.
Then how
Do
they-
we?
That
Oh, go
is a
ahead.
secret for us to know and you to ponder. If we just tell you everything, there's no fun in exploring.
Do we still have to worry about curfew when we're
Oh,
up here?
heavens no. That's for the commoners.
All right.
Alright, it's been fun chatting with you. You all have unique worldviews, and I love seeing the diversity of thoughts.
Yep.
Well, it was good meeting you. And he just flew back up into the tower.
Yep, goes in through like a tiny slit, like an arrowhead slit that you would use like from an archer, and just like compresses his body because he's literally just rope.
Nice.
Right,
Well,
let's take a break, everyone.
I wonder if I peek through a crack in the wall, I'll see some crab in that building. All right, I'll be back in 10. Here we go, AFK.
I will also be right back.
Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I am now unmuting and joining the group.
Up really well though.
Hey, it's the group.
Hey,
It's the group.
it's DM.
Thank you to the person in chat who came in and said a beautiful message that unfortunately we had to delete for reasons.
Yeah, it's like it was like
It
had
was too
flowery
beautiful.
prose. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like part of it was like I don't know why they had to say what they said at the end there. That was kind of messed up. But
You know, it is what it
had
is.
to do it.
Welcome to Aether Pilgrims, the show with the crows.
I still have one giant's might. I thought I used both.
Yo, if you have a giant's might and smite, is that a giant's might smite?
I guess.
You know,
probably.
I might giant's might smite.
I feel like it didn't tick down. I don't think I have any left. I'm just gonna set it. We're probably not gonna fight much for a long rest, anyways.
That's what you said, and then you got attacked by an army of shadow demons, so it's hard to say, you know, who's telling the truth
It's
here.
True. I hope the shadow demons show up here too. That'd be cool.
Shadow demon. Any shadow demon fans in the chat?
So you ready for us to enter the school arc, or we just stay here and do research for 2 years?
I'm actually going to get
My
to that in a little bit. There's some stuff planned. We're still technically in the break, but I'm just chatting here because I saw that there was someone saying nice things in chat. Thank you to everyone who's showing up, by the way, to the Aether Pilgrims.
To answer your question, my favorite shadow demon is Noob Cybot. He's a cool shadow demon.
Okay. All right, we've got Blake's back.
I like how the icon's not going away.
Yeah, you're not doing it on the token is the thing. Oh no, it's actually just broke.
It's not removing the AFK mark from my token.
It's just stuck there.
Oh, dang it! You can't fake it.
All right. That's it for me, I guess. I'm gonna be stuck AFK.
You're just forever gone.
You're typing it out of character, aren't you?
No, I'm
Oh.
right clicking my thing, pressing AFK, and nothing's happening. Let me try refreshing. I don't know why that.
You just said that.
Make some noise.
Look at these spammers in chat. Just
Yeah, they're just
Flooding
spamming the
with-
chat, and then like
It won't let me not be AFK.
everyone in the Twitch stream chat is like just watching. It's like, yeah, this is the D&D.
Does it show an AFK token on my thing?
yeah, it shows his AFK on my screen. And
Yeah.
on stream.
And it's returned from being AFK.
Well, this
But
is the
it's
D&D
probably-
I came here to see. This is good content right here.
Works for me. Close the ticket, please. That's how support works. Right?
Whoa!
Now there's two of them.
maybe refresh the
All
page
right,
and
I'm deleting the character. You got to make a new
Oh, no.
character now. There's nothing else I can say.
Feels bad, man.
There we go. And now I'm big.
Bake
That's
the
the new
cat.
character.
You've learned Giant's
Oh, you
Might.
shrunk down.
It's just
I mean,
what's it called? A fire bulge or whatever. That's what it looks like. A genasi. It's just a fire bulge, fur bulge, whatever it is.
Furbolg.
Fur bulge. Oh, they are. They are. I think actually, aren't they? They're half. They're like half genasi, half giant. That's what they actually are. Damn.
All right, everyone.
Fur. bulge.
Welcome.
Yeah, Duckle's back. Feels good, man.
Double, sticky finger.
Ooh, there's a school of magic I can put on. That's cool.
I wonder if there are any crab princes in the research building.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to be doing that, huh? Aren't we?
All right, everyone. Let's discuss the nature of this arc, as it will pertain to the next session or two. From here on out, we will be doing things on a day-to-day basis. In 7 days, Arihan will join you. During these 7 days, you're in an introduction period.
That's when the event happens, and she was going to get in the regular one.
Yeah, exactly. It is unquestionable that Arihan would fail this, given that you've seen what the A1 Mafia is capable of. These guys are noobs. These guys are a joke. Arihan's literally better than Dougal as a wizard right now. Right now. I'm not saying it's forever. Dougal might be. But I'm not.
Oh no, she can't cast stick.
Can't cast stick, exactly.
Although maybe you should like sell your cantrip, like teach people it, make money.
So, basically, what we'll be doing is you will have, like, this week is an introduction where there's absolutely no worries at all about what you're doing. They're just letting you, like, walk around, get used to the campus, like, step in on some classes. Next week, coincidentally, Arihan joins, but more importantly, you are required to pick some classes in this magic school. Now, this might sound annoying to you, but you can learn abilities in this magic school. By specializing here, you can gain access to new techniques, new spells, etc. Of course, that's if you don't investigate. This week is free. You can investigate as much as you'd like, if you are brave enough.
I mean, this would be the week to push the boundaries, see where you can and can't go.
Yeah.
Because we could be like, oh, we didn't know we could be here. Oh, I'm sorry.
Feasibly, we wouldn't know, and then we get away with it.
We're also, I think, above the A1 Mafia now in rank.
Yeah.
Easily,
And
yes.
they're our biggest lead, I think.
Yeah, you are free to also leave as you see fit as well. So if you want to leave the upper crest and walk into the lower crest, talk to some people there, you can.
Just go beat up a bunch of A1 scrubs. Farm that XP. Then walk back to the safety of your upper crest.
Yeah, but essentially we're going to be sort of fast forwarding through time here, rather than doing things like minute by minute. By the way, do you know everything in Larrington up until now just took place within 2 days canonically? Isn't that wild?
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we were kind of slow about it, weren't we? Huh?
So, during the introduction week, everyone, what do you want to do? Once you type it in the chat, it's locked in forever.
Is it like one
What
thing per
do I
day,
want
or
to do?
It will be handled day by day, but you do it on a week. So, like, say, this week I'm going to investigate, and then I'll see what happens each day. Does that make sense?
so we're picking for
Yeah.
the
You're picking for a week, but the events happen day by day.
right? Okay.
We should probably look for some leads into the crab prints. Now that
Should.
we have full access everywhere.
Except for the tower.
Yes.
Also, it is assumed every day that you can long rest.
Awesome.
Um,
I have locate object, not locate creature. I could prepare augury.
I could try to follow the what's her name, Liren, the elf, the A1 mafia leader. Follow them around, see where they go, what they do. Although I think they took the cart to the upper crest, didn't they? If I remember.
Reportedly, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So we do need. Well, I guess we could ask about it, but I think we have all the information anyways without asking Bar Lady.
Yeah, they pulled the cart of books into the upper crest. We know for a fact Liren was one of the people there. There were also their bodyguards.
We have a sending stone to what's her face.
To Ariane?
Arion, yeah.
So the first day we should inform her that we've made it into Upper Crest.
Mm-hmm.
Although she probably knows, I guess. Everyone probably knows.
Upper crest, upper crest.
Could I also, as a ritual, or I guess it doesn't matter because we have the whole week and every day is a long rest. Could I do detect magic on that water, the citrusy one?
Ooh, good idea.
If you do detect magic during that, I'll give you that for free. I won't even ask anything of you. You discover that there is a minor transmutative effect.
Oh, okay, yeah, so it is. It is actually just probably citrusy if it's transmuted. I was thinking if it was enchantment, that'd be scary.
Yeah.
What if it's slowly changing your brain? That's transformative.
Well, it's a good question. I don't know if the aura means the water was mutated, or if I don't think it means its effects are transmuted. I don't know, because transmutation is like prestidigitation and stuff, right?
Don't you get more information
It's
out of
changing something.
What does detect magic give you? Does it
So
tell
if you
the
see a
spell?
faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic.
You learned the school.
And it
magic.
gives you
Right,
the
school
School of Magic.
Oh, okay. That's it.
I think I've got some good.
I think I know what I want to investigate. And that is like do a tally of everyone that's in the school, like numbers of people in each category, what they're doing, and then give that information to Arihan.
Oh, okay.
So that way we have like a itinerary of this is everything that's within this school campus.
Okay.
That we are aware of.
Okay. Just type out briefly what you're trying to do in the week, and then once we have it, I'll figure out what happens as a result of that.
Okay. Could I get costly spell components? I need something worth 25 gold.
That
For
would be
augury.
provided, yes.
Okay. Provided, or I still pay
No,
for
provided. You're in the upper crest now.
it? Ooh.
I guess you would call it like taking an inventory.
Yeah. I probably have to go outside the city to cast augury, because inside I have no connection to Noom whatsoever.
All right.
Gad.
Wait, you have no connection to Noom? Can't you talk to Noom?
Not here.
Oh,
I have no connection to Noom within Larrington.
Within Larrington. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's all cut
Because
off.
of whatever they've done to the ground.
oh, we found that out the first time we came in, right?
hmm
Do you already have an idea of what you're going to do then, Zephyr? Just augury, right? Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
What does augury give you?
It's the Wheeler Woe one.
Ah, right.
I'm adding.
You think I know that's given how much I cast the last campaign?
Yeah.
At some point, I had like 3 different versions of it, so. It was,
There you go. That's what I'll do.
I mean, that's something you do in the next 30 minutes. And it's a ritual, so you could just keep.
So you could do something even more than just augury, basically. You probably want to come up with some of that stuff,
I'm trying to add the components to my sheet. Here we go.
Has components?
Augury components. There we go.
Oh, yeah, you need stuff worth 25 gold pieces.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. Add to equipment.
Oh, the eerie Larrington music's playing.
But I'll have to do that tomorrow anyway.
Oh, you think this is the eerie Larrington music? This is just the Larrington music.
Yeah,
It's called
it's
Larrington.
already eerie. It ain't good.
I'm sorry, that's
Something's
Larrington. Don't blame the music. The music is just representing how I feel about the city. For those
I like how they.
For those unaware, the music of Luskalia is custom, by the way.
It's all made by you, right?
Yeah, I make all the music.
Based.
Everything except for the things I list in the credits section I've done.
It's so freaking creepy, bro. Like, they have the freaking statue of the goblin, the first wizard. That's a goblin with skulls standing on a pile of skulls. And then they have they make shade robes. They make awoken undead through some process, which itself is like really spooky. Isn't that hard? Scary stuff happening in Larrington.
Alright, Blix, if you could type what you want, but I'll get around to these things in order that they're typed. Okay. Number 1.
Yeah.
Dougal is going to spend this week trying to get himself into the research building as a research assistant and note taker. Before we do that, special event. Day 1, you have to register for your dorm. What are you registering as?
I think we're getting one room with 2 bunk beds.
Alright.
Yeah, we're registering as a unit, the 4 of us.
Mm-hmm.
With
Do we have to name our unit?
2 support, one knight, and 1 wizard.
You don't have to name it if you don't want to, but basically, like, what you're registering as matters.
Yeah, definitely a unit.
Yeah.
Unless anyone really wants to be an individual here.
So you're going to take...
Yeah, I think I'm going to leave the party and go back to being a hermit.
Well, I mean, sleeping in separate dorms is not a bad idea here per se, because then there's gossip that you're privy to that you might not necessarily be privy to otherwise, right?
If you try to register that, they point out that it will be difficult because the dorms are fitted for, like, the bunk bed dorm rooms are fitted for 2, so they'll have to get another set of bunk beds in. But in the meantime, they can make it work.
Nice.
I mean, 2 rooms is also probably fine.
Yeah, would you like 2 rooms, or would you like
We
them
can
to
do 2 rooms.
retrofit another room? Okay.
Retrofit's safest.
Yeah, I want a
Okay.
room just filled with bunk beds.
I don't want like I want all of us together if they try to like do something while we sleep.
We could push the bunk beds together.
They're very accommodating for us.
You're in the upper crust now. What can I say?
This place is great. What could possibly go wrong?
Just don't fail your
Just
evaluation.
make progress. Yeah.
I mean, it's par for the course, right? Like they're the promising wizards. You finally make it to the upper crest, that they would put a lot of resources.
You do
No
not
vision,
own
no
any
Bop.
token.
Bop.
Bop, bop.
Okay.
Bop, bop.
Bop!
Bop.
No wonder my mic turned off on its own again.
Is this it? Is this
Yeah, go ahead.
So what I was saying is there a reason we want to be all in one room besides ambushes? Because I feel like not
It's
being
fun.
hard
Can't see anything
associated
in
with
that
each
room.
other
There's
might
no
have
light.
advantages.
Sorry, some of the lights.
Well,
broke.
we're already in. We're already in the same group. I think there's already that association.
No,
with
we're
us.
not. We aren't registered yet.
well, I think well, I would imagine news travels fast, and I'd imagine practically everyone knows we've been together for a lot.
They know we've been together, but that doesn't mean we have to stick together. Like, I don't think that's out of the ordinary for groups to split up here. They've
yeah.
said that they encourage like multi-wizard or multi-witch groups, which are to the standard out in the lower crest.
Yeah, their standard is garbage. So we're gonna do our own thing because it's better.
I think if we're not together, either in 2 separate rooms, like, split us in half, or if we're not together, I think we should be all separated, all different rooms. I think is the ideal, because then there's actually some benefit in that we can
Make
rub
relations
shoulders
and-
with other
yeah.
wizards, or people. That's my take on it. I think like either way we're associated. Like if one of us does something that people that someone some group.
it's, like suspicion will travel, but like if people are like, "Hey, we want that guy for our squad," it's easier if you are unaffiliated and they don't need to like talk the person out of another squad.
That's
kind
true.
of thing.
Okay, so are you going as a group or are you going individually? You notice that there's 4 rooms here. I wonder why I did that.
Alright.
Let's do individual. Let's do it. That's what I think.
Let's do individual rooms
Let's
then.
do it.
Alright,
Let's do it.
I'm
We
gonna make
spend
a
enough
best buddy
time
here
all
at
sleeping
school.
in the same space as it is.
Alright, I'm just going to... I only walled one of the rooms, but yeah, there you go. You all have your own individual rooms.
Oh wow. Oh wow. This is a lot. Oh, I have a bunk bed. I can alternate which one I sleep on.
Or get a roommate.
We don't have any roomies?
No.
Not at the time. Remember, they expect you to
Okay.
find a partner here, whether that be romantic or otherwise.
I think we should do 2 to a room.
Now it's seeming kind of scary. 2 to a room will be safer. Because if there's no roommate, right? I don't know.
Well, I mean, you'd get a roommate. That's ideal.
We'd have to go find a roommate. All of us.
Yeah, individually. And it's not like a normal school. It's not like it's a new season. It's not like it's the fall.
Let the voting begin.
2022.
It will be in 1 week.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Classes do start 1 week. Will there be are we led to believe there'll be an influx of new students
Oh, wait.
in a week?
Sorry, is this one per
1 per room, 2 per room, or 4 per room. Yep.
Okay.
Are we led
Yeah.
to believe that there'll be an influx of students in a week, Pog?
Presumably
'cause that's
some
the
new
entrance
students. You don't know how many.
At least Arihan will
Arihan
come.
guaranteed will make it. No one.
Yo,
Look,
we
man,
can
I
room
want to
with
make a school
Arihan,
buddy.
dude.
Let's go.
you can room with the Dragonborns and shit that Arihan had as friends if they get into the upper crest.
What does Dougal want? He's nervous. He probably doesn't want to do single rooms, but...
Yeah, I was thinking about that. So we're gonna roll off here.
Oh shit!
Oven
could
versus
actually-
Zephyr.
I'm extremely confident.
You can actually just yeah, we could do that. You can also just roll a 1d2 because I'm 1 and 2.
Well, I mean, that's slightly above average.
Yes, let's go!
Yeah!
We're all
We
separate.
use inspiration.
Really? Oh shit!
No.
Do it. If you want, you can.
All right, everybody, you've got to go find a
I
roomie.
think you can. I mean, I
That
don't
is
think there's anything.
Preferably, important in the school, so that way we can get something out of it.
You see,
and make connections.
one of the doors beneath you here opens. It's not actually set to do anything yet. I don't have anything modeled, but 3 witches come out. They are all cat girls. What?
It's a
2 of which have swords. 1 of which has a large staff. Hi,
Yo,
you're the
do
roomies.
they have like black conical hats and
They
stuff?
all
too?
have black conical hats.
Yo,
Nice.
they're witches.
Hello, we're just moving in. We got fast tracked.
We see that. You're here a bit early. Normally, people would be coming in a week. Right now, we're just in the off season.
Oh, you got seasons. That's cool.
Yeah, we have breaks and everything.
Hey,
You
Dougal,
know-
that's my room.
Returning wizards. Any of them need partner?
Any of them need well, there's probably a few if you look around. We just sort of stick together as a collective.
The other one's not.
Yeah.
Do you specialize in any kind of magic?
We're all witches. We're trying to be like a group of all witches, and we're going to take it to the top using a number of techniques. So, I'm a blade witch myself.
She takes out her curved sword and spins it around in front of you to show you.
My specialty is on teleportation magic.
Oh,
Wow, that's really complicated.
Well, I'm only doing the basics right now. I can't quite
Teleport? But I can do Misty Step.
I mean that's super useful.
I want to learn Dimension Door, but it's so hard.
Yeah, that sounds complicated. Do any of you do that sleep hex thing?
Oh, yeah, we all do hexes. So our combat strategy is I'm hypermobile. She's really good at throwing swords. Her swords are enchanted, don't worry, they come back. And then we've got the mage in the back, or rather,
the blade, or not the blade witch, what am I saying? The twisted mage in the back. We're all witches. We're going to get all the way using the power of demons, and we're not going to bother with wizardry.
The power of demons?
Yeah, demon.
Huh.
What
I'm Biome. I'm not, like, full fairy dust. My dad's a demon. He's a soul catcher.
Wow.
You know, people try to get away from their bets. I made a bet with a demon when I was drunk, but I can't be held to it because I was drunk. Well, no, that's not how it works. You signed it in contract, you're bound to it. And if you try to run away from it, my dad will hunt you down.
Fun. That's... Yeah, something to avoid.
Pat's out of character is like, oh my god.
No, no, Hat's out of character fully expected something like that, so...
Do you got any tips
or-
for newcomers?
A few. You have to keep being inventive. You can't rest on your laurels here. So, a lot of people will... I don't know. How do I put it? They find something that works and they keep doing it. Well, that's how you plateau. You have to keep finding something new. Every day.
Every day. So you can't just plan out what you're going to do.
Every day is an
Far
exaggeration.
enough.
Gosh.
He's kind of like that. Don't worry. He's
That's
fine.
okay. So... I'll say it. My name is Katrina. You get it? 'Cause cat. That's why my dad named me. Anyways, I would very much appreciate it if all of you never said the name of the six around me. Okay?
Oh,
Also,
sure.
don't say God or anything like that. Say God. You can also say by the Demon Kings, but no gods.
Is that physically painful, or is it just a preference?
No, I just don't like the six.
That's okay. I guess.
Yeah, that's fine. I guess.
She leans in really close to you, Oven, and then whispers in your ear. That's because I'm Bale. Just kidding. Just kidding. No, I'm not. But can you imagine? Oh my god.
Yo, insight that.
Sorry, what was that name?
Dale?
BAYL.
Does my character know anything about that?
Yeah, DC minus 50. Bale's the guy who destroyed the world. Luskalia is
see.
technically a post-apocalyptic setting. It just doesn't feel that way.
DC minus 50, that's pretty high, huh?
Is it also common knowledge that Bale reincarnates?
Yep,
or is that
Bale
something you'd require
reincarnates
to-
and there's hundreds of them.
Hundreds.
Bale has split his soul into hundreds of pieces by making his soul into a mirror as a phylactery, finding a way to make the phylactery survive upon being broken, and then shattering his phylactery and spreading the shards out across the world.
It's kind of a problem.
Yeah, it seems a lot.
Also, you may have heard it, but not realized what it meant. The Balehead is a common insult as well. They call people Baleheads.
Huh.
Balehead is an insult because it's assumed that you've been possessed by Bale. Bale doesn't directly possess you at first. Bale will get into your head and teach you how to be stronger, tell you don't look at the six suck. We will achieve greatness together, and then bit by bit your personality will transform until you're just Bale by the end of it.
Oh no, I'm Bale.
You don't even notice, you just
Just kidding.
slowly turn into Bale. Anyway, she said she's Bale and then she was just kidding.
Or was she? Quick, you heard it. Only you heard it, Oven.
Oh, or
Roll
was she?
insight.
Okay,
Roll
alright.
insight.
Untrained insight. 15.
She is edgy and also flirting with you.
Well, if you guys ever want to do a workout, I can show you some tips.
Ooh.
Controlling your or improving your body is just as important as improving your mind.
Well,
I agree.
yeah, I'd say so myself as well.
You can get your blood flow going, and you'll think better. Also, it really helps when enemies get into your face for you to not, fall over at the slightest breathe.
I'm a fighter.
Nuggle is like cringing all the way back to his dorm.
I'm a warrior myself.
She puffs out her chest proudly.
Oh, that's cool.
Are we wearing robes right now? Colored
The
robes?
people here are no
Do we ever-
longer wearing colored robes, is something that you've noticed outside of the prefects.
We don't have to do that anymore.
That's right. Now you can do whatever you want, because you're now an individual.
That's good. It's just that my default clothes already are blue robes, even though I am a witch.
Yeah, that's fine. You're a witch too? Which of the demon kings do you worship? Italian, or
I worship.
are you
No, they
I
say
worship Noom.
Noom? Why?
They were the first ones to reach out to me.
I see.
Really, that's the honest truth.
Well,
they are not real. They're not really witch. They are just green.
I
robe.
see. I see.
green robe. I'm sorry. I thought witch was the terminology for green robes.
Well, we train people to be witches here, but that doesn't mean everyone with a green robe is a witch. Sometimes there's other stuff too. But witches
Okay.
are respected here just as equal to wizards. That's why us three have banded together to show everyone else that the ways of the Demon Kings are the best.
No, way of Noom best.
Noom doesn't really have a
Noom
way.
is a
which
way
bit
for the
confusing.
world. But have you ever been to hell before? Noom doesn't really say a lot.
No.
Have you ever been to hell before?
Yo,
You want to go sometime? That'd be cool.
Oh, you should see my dad's place in there. It is beautiful.
What, you
Is,
like?
is this woman a tiefling?
She's a half
No.
Felidus, half devil.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
half cat, half. Yeah.
Like Biome is the way she's.
Their
Started.
father is like the person
Yeah.
that collects your soul if you didn't hold
Yeah.
up your end of the bargain or something.
Wow.
How long have you been in this school?
I've been here for 3 years. My thesis that we're working on, and once we do, we'll be ready to graduate, which is the power of 3. A witch's coven is something that is activated with at least 3 witches. We all know this. But we haven't really investigated what specifically causes it to happen. So we're trying to find why covens work. It's more theoretical than applied. If you want applications, I can cut a guy in half for you. Just kidding, or am I?
I mean, I'd like to see that, but how much progress have you had to make every month?
I don't know. We've not failed any of the rubrics, so I guess we're doing good.
Have you made any big breakthroughs at all?
You see, like, the wizard in the back, the mage is looking visibly uncomfortable.
We've hit a bit of a wall, but we're good. It's just the first month that we've had trouble.
Oh, are you stuck on a particular point? Maybe if you talked it through with other people, you'd get some
We've
inspiration.
tried. It's tough. Okay, I'll talk it through to you. So, 3 witches together empowers all of the witches together through a bond. This is commonly done with hags, but the teachings of Utalia have shown us a way that we can borrow the abilities of hags. Right? Makes sense?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, the question is that we've been stuck on, why is it that particular types of hags gain particular powers from covens, but mixed group of hags are impossible, but witches' covens can function with mixed groups? What is the fundamental difference?
I don't know.
Can I roll like a nature or something? Try
Yeah,
to
go ahead.
Out?
It's a DC 30 Arcana check. If you're proficient, you can try.
Oh, you know, I cannot do that.
Could I just roll to invalidate 3 years of the thesis work?
Have you tried exploring ruins? They might have the answers you seek. Yeah.
If it can't be proven in theory, then we can't really proceed with our research. I mean, practically, yes, we understand how it works. But we don't understand the theoretical backing behind it. Is this something to do with prana, or is it relying on the force of thou, or is it the force of thought? If it's the force of thou, the relationship between the three sisters, then why is it that mixed types of witches are able to function but mixed hags can't? Or is it that hags function fundamentally differently, and that our covens are a facsimile of what they can do? Doesn't make any sense to me. I can't make heads or tails of it.
Have you looked at the individual ratios of mix and see if there's any indications
We've
there?
tried a few, yes, but it has to do with the way witches work as compared to hags. You see, hags effectively get their power through sorcerous means, whereas the witches create their magic every day in their cauldron, then use the magic thereof. So, if the hags are able to do this as an intrinsic part of themselves, and the witches are simply a facsimile, then it could be thought that a witch is to a hag as a wizard is to a sorcerer. But if that's the case, then fundamental relationships between wizards and sorcerers should hold when they simply do not. It doesn't make any sense.
Pog, are hags demonic or are they fae?
Depends on the type.
Oh,
That's why they're saying mixed groups of hags.
right. That makes sense. Spooky.
I don't know, what do you think?
I think it's a little bit out of my expertise.
Oh, what's your area of expertise?
I specialize in ancient ruins and using that for casting magic.
Ancient ruins? What types?
Like I can do fire and cloud ruins derived from what I believe to be the ancient giants. Look, I got a book on giants and everything here.
That's not Dougal, that's her. Katrina looks up at you and her eyes widen. Wait, you can use cloud runes?
Yeah, it's super handy in a fight. It's quite swingy.
Oh my god.
She turns to the others and whispers something.
Okay. Okay? That's amazing. I hope you don't get prefected. You are incredible. Wow.
Oh, there's no hope of ever being
Wait.
prefected.
Why is being prefected bad?
They take your thoughts away.
They become like those mindless drones that just do whatever
Yep.
you're told.
Something like that. We don't really know how they work.
But don't worry, you don't need to worry about that. We'll be long out of here before we ever stagnate.
Fast tracking graduation. Well, apparently, you are really good because I literally don't know who you are and you just showed up. So, I guess you really are that good.
Yeah, we're kind of a big deal. Isn't that right, Dougal?
That is dumb.
He's
Maybe?
so modest.
Dougal best wizard. He make cantrip.
That's no. It's look. I'm just going to sleep now and try and not get prefected. Thanks.
All right, everyone. You are able to do your day of planning as well. This is just the special event. So you have to register. So, first, Dougal is going to spend the week trying to get himself into the research builder as a research assistant and note taker. If you could kindly give me some sort of charisma skill from which that you would be doing this.
Is there any way to help him with this?
Yeah, you can provide assistance, Dougal. You'll have advantage.
Do that.
That's control,
Should be.
right? Or is it alt?
Should be control.
I'll I'll buff him up to anyone he's talking to about how he invented his own cantrip already, and he's got so many more amazing ideas that he wants to do.
But basically, he's Order of Scribe Wizards. All of his stuff is about writing. He's done research before.
Yep.
He can work as a research assistant.
He can make your stuff even better.
Is he like?
No, that's a 20. Sorry, it's Alt to do with advantage. I rolled with disadvantage.
It's Shift to do with.
Oh, Shift.
Is Dougal like writing one application, or is this like an abstraction of multiple different channels that he's communicating through?
All right, day 1, Dougal, you are able to find a group that is researching.
Okay, never mind.
With the help of Oven gassing everyone up, and Katrina has sort of spread gossip like, hey, there's someone here that can use cloud runes. Like this no move that showed up can use cloud runes. And then that guy's like hyping up Dougal. It's like Oven's already made a name for himself. And then Oven's like, yeah, Dougal, that's the real genius. Which helps gas you up here. And the fact that you want to be a research assistant, people are like, oh my god, thank goodness that he's not like competing with me. He's actually just helping.
Yeah.
You're able to get into a group that is studying the targeting nature of magic missile and wondering if it can be applied to other spells as well.
Ooh.
That would actually be very good research.
Hooray, I am in the building.
Imagine your Eldritch Blast just never misses.
All right. Day 1 complete. You retire to your dorm. Oven is taking an inventory of people, things, projects within Upper Crest. That is investigation.
Yeah. Can I use charisma for this? Because I'm trying to befriend everyone to do this and get them to talk.
I'll
about
allow
what
it.
they're doing
I'll allow it.
He's the big man on campus, literally.
Literally, yeah. Wow, that barely rolled, but did it.
That did it. That's not enough for a complete and utter success, but it is enough to get the ball rolling. You will have advantage on the next check and a +1.
Oh. Yeah, this is something I'll probably take all week.
Exactly. But it is enough that you are able to like make friends with people and start to get to know them. Now,
I know what I want.
Gruel is going to the
finally figured it
bookstore
out.
and trying to ingratiate yourself with the A1 Mafia. So first, go ahead and give me a D20 here. It's
Sure.
just a raw luck. Liren is not in. Go ahead and give me a charisma skill to determine how well this goes.
Sure.
What's your approach?
Good question. Guess it would just be this.
Loading.
I'd also like to mention that when I said roll first, that's just sort of my personal way of handling things. Like whenever I roll a charisma check, I roll first and then I act out based off the roll how it goes. That's just my personal method. I'm not saying you have to do it.
I just meant for what skill.
Okay. As you are going in, the fact that an upper crest person walks in pisses everyone off, and you're not able to get much leeway on the first day. But the people there do know who you are, so they don't want to mess with you. They know what you're capable of. Finally, Zephyr.
Yes, and it's good that I'm last because a minute ago I figured out another thing I wanted to do. First, yes, I would like to go get some components and then venture outside the city and cast Augury. That's the first thing I want to do, and so that won't take long.
Okay.
I pull up the spell and I will post it. All right. So,
What course of action are you asking about?
hold on. I want to ask about where to look, but I need to.
You're basically saying, I'm going to do this. Will it turn out good, bad?
Oh. I guess I might want to cast this later, but I've got it now.
You can always cast it again.
What would happen if we started snooping around? No, I have to rephrase it like this. I want to start snooping around the research building in the Upper Crest.
The research building or the tower?
The experiment building.
Okay.
Wheel and woe.
Okay. It's an interesting spell because that's not necessarily what I wanted to do, but it was to confirm like if it was good or bad.
We'll get something out of it, but something bad will probably also.
It's a neat little spell. What else? I want to ask around the Upper Crest about the crab prince.
Hey, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Oh no, that's my question. That's my statement to the augury. Is it just one thing?
Every time you do it after that, there's a 25% chance you get a bad.
Oh, never mind then. I thought this was 3 and then it was that. Do I get 3?
You get 2.
2 or more times it starts failing. So on the second one, you got a 25% chance of getting.
Third one is
a random
50%.
Okay, so this would be a brand new casting.
Yeah, it would have to be if you cast a spell.
Okay.
Each cast is one question. Yeah.
Then I'm not going to do that. That is my bad for not reading my spells. But I did ask the first question. Mm-hmm. But the second thing I want to do is I guess I'd go somewhere into Upper Crest and I'd start asking like, do you know who's in charge of maintaining the ground, or whose project it was to make the ground like this?
Go ahead and give me an investigation.
Right, because I'm comfortable asking out loud because can I do investigation charisma? Yep. All right.
Yeah, they should have an area that's specifically devoid of that for new worshippers.
Well, no, I'm nat 20.
You talk to a student here that is like very clearly like a guy who's just a big fan of the school. This guy's researched everything about it. It's debated who originally came up with the plan, but it is maintained by the prefects.
The prefects, well, they're not Is there someone I could talk to about it? I'm just curious about it myself. What its purpose is and how they maintain it.
Yeah.
Is there a department behind that, or is it solely the prefects?
But I can't really get into the tower to ask anyone, and I've talked to like Repervoir about it, and Repervoir says that I'm not really worthy of such discussion yet. Told me to create a good thesis and then apply as staff. Well, maybe I'll do so. But
that's I actually didn't expect it to be like a secret. Well, that's still helpful. Thank you. What was your name?
My name is Joshua.
Hi, Joshua. I'm Zephyr. I'm new here. You might see me around with the rest of my team. We're pretty hard to miss. One of us is huge.
I've heard of you, actually. Katrina was talking about you. She's very popular.
Oh. Yes. Katrina was the witch we were talking to, right?
Yes, the demon witch.
Yeah. Yes.
Everyone loves Katrina. Just
yes.
Don't fall in love with her. You will have your heart broken.
I am 70 years old. I am an old man.
I see.
I think I'm beyond school romance.
Well, if that is how you feel, you're only as young as you think you are.
I know I'm pretty old. I've been there the whole time. It's been a while. Well, thank you for your help. Yeah, I'll see you around.
My pleasure.
Okay. I imagine finding someone who knew what they were talking about took quite a while.
Yeah, you're asking around, and like eventually someone leads you to,
to a pack of dogs.
Exactly. No,
Yeah.
to Yashua, the guy who like specifically is super
Mhm.
interested in how the school works.
Yeah, I was a little surprised that it's not like a public works thing. Like I thought it would kind of be like the equivalent of, hey, do you know anyone I could talk to about your wastewater treatment plant? Because I find that stuff kind of interesting. But no, I guess it's more serious than that. Okay, that's still good info. And I think that's it for me for now. Those two things, and then I might cast Augury again, like the next day.
All right. Then, as you are to go to sleep, something happens.
Dun, dun, dun.
This is the first character I've ever played that actually sleeps.
Wow.
You wake up in a completely white chamber.
All of us? Or is this a specific person's dream?
Well,
Oh, here are my notes. I put them down here.
I was not expecting visitors.
I was not expecting to visit.
Yes, I
See you
see.
again.
Don't worry about it.
Third eye.
Third eye, no. People accuse me of being him, but I have no relation to Bryquin. I assure you that. So, what brings you here?
I was sleeping.
Did any of you guys do this?
No,
Dougal, is this you?
This is a weird dream.
It is.
Are you guys actually here?
you have somehow slipped out of existence and found your way here. This is not supposed to be possible. I would advise not going into that room. I don't know if you're ready for what lies beyond the doors.
I
What
see
about
some
our stream
statues.
viewers? They can all see it.
I mean, I can see through the open door.
Yes, that
Seems
is
like
the
a-
doorway. However, why not? As he steps down from his throne, he's tall, but not significantly taller than anyone. He's about the same size as Ovid.
Wow. It's big.
I guess we're gonna follow him.
I
I can't see properly.
Yes, there is a
Oh.
great darkness that is coming in this room. I imagine seeing anything is difficult.
Pog, does he look like the statue that we had that talked to us that one time?
He looks exactly like the statue.
Okay.
Oh.
But he's
He
not.
begins to light up. That is Shayla's statue. I would advise you not stand on it. She would tear you to shreds if she found you.
But there's no statue there.
Yes, that is
I
correct.
thought this was one of those this is my spot things.
Why does Mistfell have statue of you?
That is a very, very good question that I am looking for the answer to myself. I thought all mentions of my name in existence were scrubbed from the world. Apparently, they forgot a spot. These are my former companions. Not that it matters, you'll forget everything that happens here when you wake up.
oh good.
Why would we forget everything?
This area does not exist. Therefore, you cannot remember what happened here. It stands to reason.
So if you must be leafless then.
Now, just how in the hell did you find that information out?
Lucky
Was
guess.
Was it from
Don't worry, I'm not
the
angry
book
at you.
or a vision?
I'm not mad. You have no reason to fear me.
No,
It's probably
the
from
leader of
engaging.
Mistfell, what her name, told us. Not leader of Mistfell. Who the person who sent us? What's their name?
No. You're talking about the one that had adrenaline, right? That chose us.
Yeah, she told us about this.
Torchbearer.
Torchbearer, did she?
If you
Fuck.
you all have adrenaline, I
Shiva?
imagine.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we got that thing. Of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
that is fine then.
It's sorry.
There is a great storm coming, and I'm speaking in the metaphorical sense, not of the one that happened to your town.
Is this the war?
The war is related, but I can't say too much. Speaking of a prophecy causes it to change ever so slightly.
Is it in character that we know about Von Bancroft's connection to the statue? Or is that out of character knowledge? It must be in character. I don't know why else we know it. But... Do you know Von Bancroft?
Von Bancroft, yes, he fought alongside some of my compatriots before. Why?
He had a statue of you.
I see. Well, perhaps they're coming for me again. I don't have the majority of my memories, I cast them aside.
Oh, why?
Cassius.
To remember is to bring forth the end of everything. We are not ready for that yet.
No,
I mean, that
no.
sounds new and interesting,
that's-
at least.
Okay.
Don't worry,
I never.
this is not your battle, I imagine.
Oh, good.
This is mine, and Sashayla's. It is our burden to bear, for we have birthed it in this world, or so the book has said. Tell me, why have I seen you all in my visions?
Perhaps because we've seen you in one of ours. Oh no, we saw.
We saw
We
your
saw
statue
one
come
eye.
to life.
Yes, you saw an eye.
Yeah, the pirate.
Damn it, the seal is weakening. What the hell are the Chitherians doing? Do not venture forward into the darkness. Your name and everything about you will be forgotten. You will be stripped from everything that you hold dear. If you are not related to the Six, you will die.
What if I am
Kuviri.
related to the
I'm
Six?
going to step away from that.
In that
then.
case, you would be my brother. I doubt that is the case.
I also doubt that is.
I'm sorry, I'm firm here because this area is exceptionally dangerous.
Even
I've
though-
What
had
is too
dangerous dreams
what is-
before.
What does Tutheria have to do with this?
Tutheria was meant to hold the keys. Apparently, the keys have slipped and spread across the world. The original 3 and those copies that Bale made. Yes, the keys. I hold one in my hand here. He pulls out a beautiful looking diamond key that seems to shine at all times.
Oh.
This is the diamond key. It creates this space outside of time.
Hey, Gruel, totally, yeah, honestly unrelated, but we should have like a signal where we like give you an indicator that you should go steal something.
Don't bother.
Yeah, totally unrelated to the diamond key thing, you know.
I don't think we should try to antagonize godlike beings.
Oh no, I am not a godlike being. I am a demigod.
That's
Oh wait, we're not
that's
gonna remember
that's
this.
godlike.
still
strategy.
godlike. I did not say gods. Demigods are there.
Which member of the six are you related to?
I am the son of Shelmaris. Sashela was originally a demon king, demon queen, until she decided she grew bored of it. Joined me alongside these 5. Then they chose to betray me. They fought me to the death. We retreated here. They're still traveling around this world, trying to find me. So I discarded every memory of me that exists within this world. And yet, you remember me. You know my name. You're even able to follow me here. Why and how?
Maybe the statue of you came to life. Don't remember what it said.
So you are the ones I spoke to that day. Interesting. And now you are visiting me inside the Diamond Realm. Tell me,
Sorry, we don't have an answer.
have any of you... No, you've not been to Novatia. You couldn't know. Then there's no explanation for this. Another unexplained phenomena has happened. Something not in my book. Something not in my book. The future has already changed! He slams his fist into the air in celebration.
Yeah! I don't know why I'm excited, but I'm excited.
You should be. Do you know what the last lines of my prophecy are?
The world ends?
It
It all fades to black?
That is correct. All is destroyed.
Wow. I'm a prophet.
I'm a prophet here, but we've avoided that. Potentially. Don't worry about this future. You'll forget everything that we've said. I am just trying to pick your brain as to what perhaps could make you special enough to visit this realm.
Everybody say one special thing about yourself, and that way you maybe will give them a clue.
We are Aether Pilgrims.
Torchbearers. I remember the original
Yeah.
pilgrimage. It was a fun journey.
Were you one of the original pilgrims?
That is correct. No, do not hide from me.
No, I'm just...
I don't fight.
I'm not. I'm just thinking, just about this space that isn't
Yes.
real.
Do you...
So out that way is absolute nothingness.
Oblivion, yes.
Right? So why is this building set up so that that's like an entrance?
It is not an entrance.
No, but you've got all of your seats facing it, and you've got the entryway with all the statues. It just seems like you're expecting someone to come from that direction.
Well, from what I have been told, apparently there's more to this place. But I used the Onyx key to turn the doorway leading deeper within here into a portal to Oblivion. Then I threw the key away into the area so that it may never be closed. So that my memories and everything related to me will be locked away in that hole forever.
You threw it away in Tutheria?
Yes, Tutheria is a safe place to hide things.
Maybe it once was.
It once was, yes. That new emperor, Appius Keltaisi, has done something terrible.
Oh, you bastard. That's where that name comes from.
He did tell us that before the campaign started.
Well, I forget things, alright? I didn't write it down, so I forgot it.
Things are growing more dire by the minute. Not to mention the people that are using the name of my good group in exchange for foul experiments. It fills me with righteous indignation, but I cannot leave.
Wait.
Not yet.
Oh, what was the name of your
The
group?
Night Reavers.
Oh, cool. Can we use that?
No, you cannot use the
Yeah.
Night Reaver. They have been associated with a number of foul people throughout the years. People that do experiments into things that should not. Most recently, a man by the name of Selcrow has taken up the moniker of the Night Reavers, but even prior to that, those that created the White Masks went by this name.
Can we
use that
call
for
ourselves
Day
the-
Reavers?
Yeah, can we call ourselves the Day Reavers, is what I was
The
going to
Day
say?
Reavers. So Shayla would find that funny.
Ooh.
We're not
I
going to
like
remember
that.
this, are we, though?
What are white masks?
White Masks are a type of artificial monster that were created by the Fifth Night Lord or whatever they are calling themselves. I'm not familiar with what goes on in the depths, I'm afraid. The new Dark Lord that has arisen in the past 30 years or so. If you go into the depths, I'm sure you'll find someone who's familiar. I am not. I apologize, little one. But I digress.
Well, your spellbook's actually sentient.
All of you, tell me, you are on the surface. Do you know what happened to the Garnet Keys?
No.
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 They're garnet and they're keys.
Like the key that I have here. The diamond key.
I'd never
Is there
heard
a
of the
knowledge check
keys.
for this?
Yeah, there's a history check that you can do.
Untrained history check.
Anyone
Let's
with
go.
the history skill can roll. You are not trained. You
I got a
silly
one.
bastard. Dougal, you know that the Garnet Keys were used to access these giant mechanical creations that are piloted by a person. They were created by Baal to fight the gods and even harm Shelmaris himself. These are called Deisideli. Effectively, they are mechs. These mech suits were hunted down and destroyed by the angels afterwards, thought that none existed in the world whatsoever, and so the Garnet Keys were considered worthless. There are, in fact, 2 of them, not just one. It was thought originally that there was just one, but recent events in the Golden Fork competition proved that there were 2. However, the events that happened in the finale of the Golden Fork are murky and often debated by historians, and you don't really care about the culinary arts, so you just sort of gloss over it.
No, I don't. I am in a unique position here.
Playing across multiple campaigns where one takes place way
Jazz
before
is
the other one.
also
Yeah.
like going through the exact same thing right here, by the way.
I just got a big spoiler about the white mask. But I won't. Out of character knowledge, or in character in this campaign.
Yeah. Out of player knowledge. Yeah, they're. I mean, came up during the Golden Fork, I think, offered up by the Empire as a prize, but after that, it's kind of really unclear what happened.
They would let something like that slip away. Despicable.
They were. I mean, granted, I don't know, but they were very confident, I think. Maybe they held on to it. Like I said, it's really unclear.
Boy, do you know why we suffer through endless agonizing hours of learning about history?
Is this going to be so we don't repeat it?
No,
It's so we don't...
because the past is relative. People can move through time and space. There are immortal beings. Just because you think something is in the past does not mean that Baal's machinations won't catch up to them. Baal has been around before the calamity. All of the world that you know and love, he preceded it. He knows all. He watches over everything.
Is he watching over this?
No. I have taken this key from him and used it to hide away. He will not find me here, nor will I allow him to uncage his little pet. But I digress. That is for me to worry about. You are in good hands, all of you. I don't know how you've come here, but I know this. You do not appear to have any malice in you.
We're pretty good dudes.
Yes, though I would keep your habits of theft to yourself. Try to
Oh,
temper
we haven't
these.
actually done that.
Yeah, we haven't. We were just perspective. If we were to ever do it, maybe we should have a keyword.
I am literally the epitome of what a Shell Mauritian should be. Stealing of people's personal belongings leads to discomfort within a group. People will cease to trust each other, and when that trust is destroyed, society will break down. Theft is a crime against the Six for that reason.
Thorns is god of magic, right?
The god of magic and society. You've done your research.
Well, I was asking that out of character because Dougal is a Shelmeri worshipper, so.
Oh, I see.
Just,
Forget I said anything. That wasn't canon. But you'll forget everything anyways.
Damn it.
Tell me, while I'm here, I don't have much contact with the outside world. Only Sashayla can leave. What is going on out there? Where are your journeys taking you?
Well, we've only really just started.
I see. Would you like to sit in the giant thrones I constructed for my demigod allies?
Yes, I need to sit down.
Sorry, what was the name of his ally who can go out into the world?
Sashayla.
Is that a name that's familiar to us?
Not at all.
Okay, I am going to, as he goes into the other room, I'm going to summon my wizardly quill and write that name on my arm.
Oh my god. So.
And, like, note, dash, oh no, Doug knows his own handwriting, what am I saying? He doesn't, and just slide the sleeve back down.
So, all of you, if you would care to explain yourselves. What have you been doing? What have you been investigating? People with adrenaline can't avoid adventure, after all.
We've been investigating a missing bargeway, which sounds kind of small potatoes after all of that fate of the world stuff, but...
Or Aether Pilgrims.
No, never say something like that. Child, I want you to remember one thing. I defend the world so it can be a paradise to all, as the Six would have it. But, while I work in large strokes, things can escape my vision. People like you make the world worth living. Your deeds are just as important as mine. Because to someone else, their world might just be a bargeway in a mine. You are saving their entire world. How then are we any different?
I guess I'll try and remember that.
You'll forget everything, but remember the feeling that you have. Even if you doubt yourself. No act is inconsequential if it is done with good intentions. Now, continue. You were talking about a bargeway prince.
It got stolen by someone in the upper crust of Larrington, which is not a great place. We are increasingly learning.
Larrington, I remember them. They were planning to fight the Tutherians, if I recall.
Still are.
I see some things haven't changed since I last left the world. So, they've taken a Bargeway Prince. For what purpose?
We'd like to know. Probably to raise an army or something. I don't know. Maybe some magical ritual. Do you know any rituals that use giant crabs?
Also, it's causing some problems in the mines where it's from.
Of course it would. A Bargeway Prince not being able to leave with its flock would cause civil war within the Bargeway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised that it hasn't already erupted, if it hasn't.
It may have.
When we left, it was close, so it could have already happened.
I see. Don't worry, introducing the prince will cause this to die down. The factions that seek to gain power will recognize that it is their time to leave. They will imprint upon the new prince and raise him.
So they can control it. Yeah, that's what I was... that was my first thought when this happened.
Why are we gonna forget all this?
Because it is related to me, and everything related to me is sucked into that void and obliterated.
But, we managed to remember you, regardless.
Yes, and I don't know how that happened. I need to look into what is causing this to happen.
So in theory, we could remember this when we
No,
wake.
you're not
Go.
the first to come visit me. Nor will you be the
Who
last.
else visited you? Was it a redheaded girl?
No. There are a few that have visited me. Some I've invited in, others that have made their way inside. I'm not able to find the source of this leak, but every time I feel I get a little closer. Either way, the time of reckoning is approaching. So it doesn't matter. Once the world is saved, I will have no need for this place. A shelter for my enemies.
Why don't you just defeat your enemies?
They have not been born yet.
Huh. That does make it difficult to defeat them.
That is why I'm waiting in a place outside of time itself.
Why don't you just exist until they, are born?
Because the people that would birth this abomination are around. They have been plotting this for many, many years. They have apparently made attempts on my life. Moreover, supposedly, me knowing about the creature causes its existence to come into play faster. That we may prepare for longer, I've erased all information about it from existence.
We have to prepare for something that we don't know exists.
Well, we don't know what it is until I close that door. That is why that door is open. Does that make sense now?
Yes?
No.
Once I close that door, information about myself, what I'm trying to do, and what we're trying to stop will flood into the world. Then, we will begin our battle. But that is neither here nor there. You don't have to worry about this. You'll forget all this in a minute. I've been planning this for longer than you've been alive. You have no reason to worry. I have this in my capable hands. Know this, I have never known defeat, and I don't intend that to change.
Have you known victory?
That's... Duckle actually relaxes a little. It's... Someone else has this handled. He is just here.
Now, what do you intend to do about your prince?
Find him and get him back where he belongs, I guess. We're kind of working the in-between out as we
And
go.
what is amiss with Larrington?
Everything's generally awful.
They have a council, ruling council. They make Shade robes. Only shade robes are allowed to be
Shade robes.
part of ruling council.
Supposedly some like ultimate wizard thing.
They are awoken undead.
Yes, I know what shade robes are.
It seems like just a cruel place overall, with not a lot of regard for people.
What about shadow demons? Do you think they would? Larrington would use
Shadow demons.
He just got silent.
He's just like silent in thought. He's just looking up as if he's expecting you to say more.
Larrington got attacked by a lot of shadow demons, and they seem to be targeting, we thought, us.
17 generals, I think is what they said.
17.
Or 17.
At least.
Shadow demons are constructed of a main body. Consider this. There are 17 shadow demons. Each shadow demon from its body creates these smaller shades. That is how they work.
Yeah, the smaller ones are pretty easy peasy.
I don't think we actually fought the big ones. We fought like
We fought-
shadows of shadows of
We
We
shadows.
fought one.
We fought one big one.
One greater shadow demon. The other ones
Shadow
were lesser.
demons.
One of their generals.
Bargeway Prince. Rope Shade. And
And mind washing, brainwashing.
mind washing. Tell me more.
They're people that aren't quote unquote innovative get washed of all their thoughts and feelings and become basically blank slates that they use as enforcers.
How barbarous. Very well. You have my divine permission to smite them with whatever force you see necessary.
That would be great if I could remember that when I wake up.
I apologize. I would investigate this further. I have no way of finding out how, but I believe that all of these things are connected.
Well, they all happen in the same place, so I assume they're connected.
Not in that sense. I believe that they are all part of one movement. How, I don't know, but these are all dire things to happen, and Larrington has never been a place that did something for no reason.
It's not a big deal. We'll deal with it.
Yes. See to it that you do. I would like to return to a Luskalia that is beautiful.
Oh, you should visit Mistfell. It's really great.
Mistfell.
Yeah, we're the new hot city up and coming.
I see. I am not familiar with that place. It must be very new.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Bear in mind I am
What-
2,000 years old, so I have a bit of a strange perception of things.
What about Starcrest Temple?
Starcrest
know what that
Temple.
is?
Yes, I'm familiar.
Who made it?
Starcrest Temple, as for who made it, that I'm not sure. What I can tell you about Starcrest Temple is the beginning of the star map can be found in there.
A star map.
That is correct. It is a device that, in certain areas, can use the starlight in order to reveal the next part of the map. Eventually, it will lead to a place that does not exist, like this here.
That
Does
Okay.
that mean it has another diamond key?
No, the diamond key is unique in that it creates a space like that. It turns a door into a doorway to non-existence, but non-existence is everywhere. These places are commonly found in the Calamity Archipelago where Baal has done his terrible thing. His destruction has rendered the planes apart, and in areas where a hole between the plane is found, that is nothing. Nothingness works differently from the planes. Time is not a factor because there is no space for time to act on.
I pull on whatever this wall thing is.
You pull on it and you pull the cloth off. Hey, what are you doing?
Oven, no.
Put that back.
What is it? What am I holding in my hand?
I don't know. It's a cloth. It must have been important because I put it there at some point. You must remember I don't have most of my memories.
Can I inspect it?
You can. It is a cloth that bears some insignia that you don't understand. It looks like... Yeah, I think I can draw it. Like that.
That is a weird insignia. Huh.
Put that back.
No. I have a feeling that we need to like swap it with the other one on the other side of the wall
Why?
for better feng shui. I don't know. I just have that feeling.
Can I... Oven, what are you doing?
Out of character, I don't know.
I think we should perhaps leave the millennia-old...
It just feels right for it to be swapped.
As you take the other one down and replace the cloth, you notice that you've like slightly damaged the cloth by pulling on it. But you put it back in its place. It sags a little bit.
Oven,
What are
just...
you doing?
There's not a way that you are going to make things better. Please avoid making things worse.
I don't know. He knows some old things about runes, which I imagine have to do with,
You won't
placements of
remember
things.
anyways.
Oh yeah, what's this thing too?
That's the entrance.
That's where we all came in.
That's correct. Those two skulls that you see are the faces of both myself and Sashayla. I have modeled Sashayla's to be the same size as mine here. It is a decorative element. It has no meaning. The circle in the middle does, however, as it is the entrance and the exit.
Well, it was nice talking to you, but
Yes, I imagine you have to wake up soon.
I mean, ideally, it's not a thing where 1,000 years in here is like a night back there, because that'd
You have only...
be a very long time to sit around.
That would be great. We could do a lot of training.
No,
You have only entered here in spirit. Your body remains. If you do not wake up, your body will die, and your spirit will disappear, lost into nothingness.
waking up now. Waking up.
All right, everyone. As you wake up in your dorm rooms, you forget literally everything.
All right.
What about Douglas' arm?
Is that one name on his arm?
Dougal, you notice that your arm has Sashayla written on it. And when you look at it, every memory that you had comes back to you. And as soon as you look away, it dissipates.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh, ugh.
And that's where we'll end our session.
Damn.
Wow, I can't believe that worked.
Actually, we could probably even look at the statue, maybe, if we go back to Mistville and remember as well. We have to know to look at the statue, though. We probably don't.
What are we going to call this one?
Just whatever the
Hero
previous
Academia.
title was. Whatever the previous one was, part 2.
Electric Boogaloo. No, we could do Third Eye, because then people will think
Did we already do Third Eye?
Yeah,
Did
we
we?
did Third Eye Blind.
We did like a Third Eye Blind.
Third Eye. Oh. The reason I was saying Third Eye might be cool is because it's like, are we talking about Cyclops King Brightwing? Or are we talking about Leafless? I don't know if people even know Leafless is a Third Eye.
Hmm. Big man on campus.
That's a good nice one. Van Wilder's Larrington. I don't know.
I like Big Man on campus. Oven being the big man,
Yes.
and the campus being the campus.
Big man
Yes.
on campus. That's it. Anyone have anything you'd like to
Alright.
give a shout out to?
Sure. The most recent Pokemon games, pretty good.
I've only heard bad things about
Good
it.
and bad in plenty of both.
Like, their glitchiness, sure, but actually, I don't know if that has been patched out, and they are continuing to work on it. The core of the games, very solid.
I've
Like-
got a lot of complaints about that too, but
Yeah.
like especially around gyms and gym trainers and AI and
All right. Well,
Can you still not get all the Pokemon?
oh no, of course not. You can't.
well, thank you all
And
for
we did like 400 or
arriving. Thank you to the
Alright.
bots for the beautiful messages of encouragement, and we
Mhm.
won't see you next Saturday.
Yeah.
Have
Why?
a happy holidays.
Christmas
Is that a
Happy
special day or
holidays.
something?
The holidays continue.
Yeah, and
Fine.
can you just write out the name of that I wrote down so I can see how it's spelled?
Sure, I'll type it in the
Uh,
chat so you can all see it.
Thank you.
We're probably not playing until the 7th.
Sashimi.
Unless,
Mm,
I don't know if we're playing in
I
New
don't
Year's
believe
Eve or
so.
not.
No.
Yeah, so we'll play this. Okay, so 7th, January 7th, 2 weeks from now.
I mean, it would be the day of New Year's Eve
Yeah,
Sounds like-
I don't have anything going on until the night.
until the night. Yeah, we could probably, unless you have plans.